We need a sectional couch.
Sectional couches. Hi guys, we're live.
Hi.
Howdy. Hey. Hi. I have a book. We're on time.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So on time.
Excuse me. All phones off, please.
Sorry.
We're professional set here.
Media is not nice.
Hi everybody. Hopefully Justin's beautiful hair is not in my. No, you're fine. Welcome to Hogwarts Prep. This is our 5th edition Harry Potter based D&D game. It is a game for new players, so if you've never played D&D, welcome and enjoy with us. Any announcements? Does anyone have? When's your band playing next?
January 25th at Acadia. It'll be our first day of 2 days with a band called The Leader of the Legend.
Hey, Leader of the Legend?
The Leader of the Legend.
The Leader of the Legend totally rocked my socks off.
My band's called Adra.
They rock my socks off twice. I have 2 socks.
Damn.
I also that day I will not be here because I'll be in San Antonio, unfortunately.
And we dropped our single the other day.
I need to get that so I can plug it in.
All right, I'll send it to you tonight.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else has any announcements? No one else is cool like Justin has a band.
No.
No.
I'm very
Football team.
Football team.
Go Eagles!
woo in the playoffs. Oh God.
Wait, the I'm supposed to say this because my band is in love with the Cowboys. They suck and they lost, right? Yeah, 0 to something. Yeah, they suck.
This is how you lose viewers, and I don't even like
Oh, I know. I really just.
Weren't we supposed to talk about any political?
Oh yeah, no politics on the table.
No politics. Go Falcons.
Oh.
No, wait. I like Dolphins because I like dolphins.
Yeah. There you go.
I like
So
the
we like
Dolphins
all the football
because
teams.
of Ace Ventura.
That's it.
Yes.
And then I used to go for the
Good point.
Raptors
I
in
wanna
basketball
high five.
because I thought Raptors were cool and they had purple jerseys.
Yeah.
That's even though I was a tight end for 5 years and a center for 3. I don't watch football and I hate football. Why don't we describe ourselves? Hi, it started with you.
I'm Stephine. I play Sonya.
Thank you. She's a wizard.
Oh, that too.
That too.
That too.
I'm Josh. I play Jericho. And I'm a rogue.
I'm Justin. I'm playing Osiris, and I'm a monk.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'll be playing Ferris, and I'm a cleric.
Hi, I'm Jess. I'm playing Neff, and I'm a Barbarian Hufflepuff.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I play Bones, and I am a Gryffindor sorcerer.
Oh, and everyone is 5th year. Slytherin, Muggle, Huffle. All right, let's go
We
into
got
our
lots
little,
of Hufflepuffs.
Griffin.
yeah, a lot of Hufflepuffs. Let's go to a little
Griffin.
little preview.
Hufflepuff? You mean Hufflepuff?
Every day I'm
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
I also want to suck the tip out of a wand. It's awesome. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi. I'm I am Jesus. Hello guys. I'm Jesus. All right, and I hope this isn't loud. I don't remember. Yes, that's an appropriate volume. Go to that. So, last off. I don't need my book. So last off, you guys were at the Forest Vault, which, from some quick discoveries on your book, you learned that it was one of the 4 vaults that are in Hogwarts. The Forest Vault specifically is a vault that has all lost Hufflepuff items. You guys went in, casted many light stones. So everyone
Not how it works.
Not how it works, but we went with it. Fought a great Well, before that, we fought some devil snare that was used as part of the bridge. Defeated it, went through a yes.
Our golem, Steve.
Yeah, yeah. Well, oh, look at Steve. Steve is a great part. You guys went through a little water slide that was slightly challenging. Gave someone lung issues. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah.
The blue one.
The blue one. Yeah. After that, you guys. Yeah, you're not blue anymore. You met
Or
your
maybe
new
blue.
ally, Steve, who was a stone golem who had a couple of riddles. You guys successfully answered the riddles, went through with very limited damage, I think. Someone got hurt. I don't remember who, but someone got hurt a little bit. You guys, huh?
All of us got hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I jumped out of the way.
Yeah,
I was too far back.
except this
You know.
murder hobo fuck
Yeah.
right here.
Murder hobo.
So after that, you guys went and had another little puzzle with some locks and with everyone's different knowledges and your thieves' camera to identify the two tricks that were part of the puzzle. Solved the puzzle, went in with no trap set. Slightly disappointed. And then saw the Guardian of the Forest Vault, which was two Displacer Beasts. Guardians. Successfully killed the Displacer Beast. Two almost passing out. One was one little roll from dying. Was success or not. So that was good. You guys, after the Displacer Beast died, a skull of one of them manifested and someone grabbed it. I don't remember who. Okay, so you have that Displacer Beast skull in your inventory.
No, I think
Yeah.
Wasn't me. I got what we went down for. Like
You have the skull too.
Was it you two?
You put it in your bag
Yes.
holding, I think.
If you don't, someone just write down that you got the skull.
I can.
Regardless. You,
Oh yeah, I did get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I
You guys
grabbed
went through the door that was down there, and
Sorry.
as you guys went further down, you heard the Displacer Beasts were out walking and scratching above you, like if they would have respawned. You were in the Lost Hufflepuff Vault, which had 100 little drawers, a giant Hufflepuff statue made of, badger statue made out of wood, and what someone successfully managed to see that there was like dust marks of a goblet that was removed on a prize pedestal right in the center of everything. I think
I
Ferris.
hastily reached for
Yeah.
number
Yeah.
17.
Yeah. And when you reach into it, there's, I believe, 3 items. There was a chest full of 100 gold,
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff gold, specifically Hufflepuff gold.
Which I believe I passed to him.
yes.
So you have it. And then there was 2 vials.
2 vials, one of which was thick mud liquid containing a stone toenail, like a
Yes.
giant stone toenail, and the
Glowing red
second one was glowing like crimson red and looked like a potion of healing.
Yes. That is true.
Woo, I have writing comprehension.
So after that, the badger opened up. You guys went through the door and somehow managed, after about 4 or 5 minutes of walking in the tunnel, that got more familiar, fresher smells of cooking and bakery, and then winded up in the kitchen. When you look behind you, the door was no longer there. You got kicked out of the kitchen, and
No muffins for you.
Yeah, no muffins for you.
Oh my.
Can I roll to take a muffin before I leave?
Damn it, Justin. I said
Roll me a dexterity check.
I'm gonna do
yeah.
2. Someone
18
Hey.
plus
Oh,
4,
so
22. 22.
He's quarterback.
He got a muffin.
I didn't.
You didn't. Sure. 1 muffin to your inventory sheet. What the most important thing. Okay, so that's what we're
Never
going
know
to
if you need it.
to begin our little
I
game.
have a freaking displacer skull.
I'm gonna
Tell me
split
about
this
that.
between the 16 refugees.
They have
One
food.
crumb each.
They have their own food. Don't worry. So
Okay, it's mine then.
it's definitely been about half a day since the initial attack that happened earlier on in
So
the
we're
day.
still on the same day.
Yeah, it's about the same day. It's getting closer to nightfall, about to break. Now that you're all together in the kitchen, well, kicked out of the kitchen, outside the door, what do you guys want to do?
I guess I'll pose to the rest of the party. Let's go to the common room, sit down, and just discuss what the hell just happened.
Yes,
'Cause
please.
I like to go visit Hagrid.
Okay.
But okay.
I have reasons.
Okay.
Nobody else got to come with me.
Anybody else have some other ideas?
Yeah, we can go to the common room.
Yeah, I think we
I'll
need
go.
to debrief.
I would
agree.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
Cool.
rest.
Not in the
So go to the.
Millicent.
We're gonna go to the Great Hall, I guess.
Okay. All right. Eventually, I'm gonna have all the Hogwarts mapped out and just have maps just throwing at. But okay.
And then I guess Justin's gonna go see Hagrid.
Yeah, Justin and so
Like this one.
well, that's what the grounds look like without the magical enchantments. Yeah, it's I'm gonna just put in part of the hall here with just desk. Are you guys going to the study hall?
No, we're going to the
Great Hall.
Great Hall to debrief.
Oh, okay. Regardless, there's giant chairs.
Okay.
Whatever you
That's
What
fine,
time is
that
it right
looks
now?
like
Is it
it.
like around
Let's-
dinner time?
Yeah, it's getting close to dinner time. So like 6 or so, in the Hagrid's little hut.
Do we want to be around people when we talk about this?
We can talk low. I don't really give a
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna Jericho, and then all the caster. Oh no, you're a caster now. You're the only. Okay, that makes sense because you're not a caster. Okay, all right. Well, you're not a caster either. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's even, odd, even. So we'll go with you guys. So as you guys are walking towards Hagrid's hut, out in the edge of the schoolyard. Look how amazingly detailed this is.
Dang.
masterpiece of
You went to the Art
ingenuity.
Institute, right?
I actually applied for one. What do you guys? What is it called? What are you trying to do? Just go and talk to Hagrid? Just like, what's up?
Yeah, I'm trying to get me a bow.
A mole?
A bow.
Oh, specifically for a bow. Okay. That's a zombie. That's a Hagrid. And you're just tagging along just to tag along? Okay. Alright, so once you guys get towards Hagrid, you see that he's just lining up the outside of his hut with a whole bunch of gardening tools. And you smell something fresh coming from inside the hut, and you see like the smoke coming out from the chimney.
Like fresh, like he's cooking.
Yeah, like something salted for sure. Something that he's cooking.
Alright.
As he's just pointing out. He sees you, and then sees you, and then looks at you again, and puts a shovel on the ground, and then he just goes back inside and grabs more tools and starts laying them out. Like he's not ignoring you, but he's just
Alright, I'm gonna just kind of like follow him as he works.
okay. Hi, how can I help you?
Hey,
He
hey,
grabs. He gives you a pot, and then grabs and gives you some picks, and then grabs some more shovels. Goes outside, starts laying them out.
I'm like, hey Hagrid, you know how like I don't got a wand and stuff?
He looks around. Yes. He looks at him. No.
He's cool.
Yes.
He's cool.
Oh, then yes, I was aware of that.
He's got secrets, I got secrets.
We all got some secrets, and you see a little snake crawled up.
But I was wondering if you could help me get a bow. I feel like I've been getting in some bad stuff, and I'm trying to get a little more protection.
I don't know if I have something your size, but I can definitely. I have a bow when I was a child. I can give you that.
Baby bow sounds cool.
Yeah, yes, definitely baby bow. He goes inside. You guys followed him in, right? When he was
With Francis.
when he was grabbing the stuff. So you definitely would have seen that he has this giant cauldron in the middle of his table. Like big cauldron. Like you can fit a large dog in there if you wanted to.
That's very specific.
Yeah. Slightly. And fireplace, and then there's There's a boar being roasted in there. But once he goes inside and starts digging through this chest, and you see toys that are just like wooden toys, but are larger than they should be, tossing around. You hear like something moving in the giant pot. Like, this is pretty good. There you go.
And like,
But he gives you no arrows. This is a bow. It's strong, and it's kind of like crappy looking, but it'll suffice.
cool, I can take it.
Okay, yeah. Add the longbow on your sheet.
I'd also like to try to see what's inside that pot.
Oh jeez.
Did you just like casually just go up to it, or how do you proceed?
Yeah, I'm just like,
Okay. When you look inside, you're fairly new to the wizarding world. To you, looks like a giant squid. Like a squid is this big. This squid is almost this large, but it has 10 tentacles, and like the beaks up here, or the head tip is just really sharp, and then its beak is extremely, instead of being down where the normal it looks like it has a mouth, very almost like a snapping turtle's beak.
Awesome.
And it's just eating whatever's in there. Some fish. I don't know. Roll me nature. Do you have nature? Yeah, roll me nature regardless, because you grew up in these parts.
Do you have nature then?
I don't think I do.
What's your wisdom in
Do
addition?
you +2?
What's the
7.
total? 7. That's a squid. It's a very big squid in there.
what are you doing with this guy?
I'm gonna make him a happy little home.
Sounds
That's
very
what all
Hagrid of
tools
you.
are. Yeah, he's getting too big, really fast. He puts his hand there, aren't you? And you see like blood start going out. Oh, God. Starts wrapping in like giant towel. Yeah, nice little home.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna put the bow on the back and I'm gonna
Okay.
say thanks. That's all I want to do.
Okay. All right.
Is it a long bow, short bow?
It's a longbow.
And do you know the damage stuff?
Yeah, it's a D8 plus Dex. Range is a lot. You can hit this whole board at the short distance. I'll look it up in a minute.
Wow.
Yeah, I think 300 feet is the maximum, or 600 feet is the max. Yeah.
Insane.
Wait, what?
That's great for someone who's fast.
Minus 320 for sure.
There you go.
So I have to
Thank you.
Yeah. Jericho, is there anything that you wanted to do specifically, or just tagging along?
Just tag along.
I'm cool with heading back to
Protecting the muggle.
Yeah, protecting the muggle.
I'm cool with heading.
Protecting the
I'm cool with heading back to the
Great
to
hall.
the Great Hall, but while we're walking and stuff, I'd be like, "So you're a wolf, huh?
Maybe.
You definitely are. I seen it."
I'll give you 9 arrows to keep it secret.
Alright, but since you got my secret, I wasn't kidding about me being a muggle.
Now you kidding about me being a wolf?
Cool. Now that we know each other.
Best friends.
The DM.
Very simple conversation. Hey. Huh.
No, I was like, the DM's rolling. I'm already scared.
I'm moving the dice out of the dice tray. Kinda just
Sure
like put
you are.
it- And you guys take.
You're walking back.
So,
Hut's awfully close to Forbidden Forest. It's
Yes,
not
it
Jack.
is.
Dang, it's 150 over 600.
there you go. See?
Whew.
It's a longbow.
Does anyone have disadvantage at less than 150?
You do not have disadvantage less than 150. 155 up to 600, you have disadvantage. Have fun.
Wow.
Cool, thanks. Thanks, Hagrid.
Kiddo bow.
Okay, so it's busy but not crowded in here, since most people are just getting towards
Yeah.
the lunch hall anyway. But while they're not there, what do you four want to do? What do they want to talk about?
So first things first, I'm going to reach into my bag of holding and pull out 3 things. I'm going to pull out my main cauldron from my alchemist pack and comment, fuck, some of it spilled. There's going to be a little like gold stuff coming down the side. And then the 2 vials that I got from the dungeon. And I'm just going to start stirring my cauldron.
Okay. I think I have a cauldron.
Oh,
I
that'd be
think we
cool.
do. Okay, so by rules, you can identify potions by simple taste test.
Or I can just use the experiment box and not risk whatever effects might come to me.
Yeah, you can do that too. That's exactly. Just letting you know. Here's your cauldron.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
little baby.
hell yes.
Okay, so.
That's adorable.
Sorry, that's stuck in my brain. What up, guys? Yeah, would you roll me a wisdom check with your tools?
That is an 18 plus 3. That's 21.
21. Okay.
Nice.
So for sure, you identify the first one. The one. Which one do you want to identify first?
Let's look at the stone toenail.
Okay.
It's been eating at me all week.
Stone toenail is here. There you go. Okay. So when you look at it, and you're mixing your potions and you're clearing it, and you're looking against a book to make sure that the charts are right. This definitely takes you a couple of minutes, not terribly long with that roll. This is definitely a potion of giant strength.
Ooh.
And you're like, well, obviously it's a stone giant because of the stone toenail. So yeah, that's a potion of giant strength.
So after identifying this, I'm gonna look to Neff and I'm gonna be like, hey, I think you need this more than I do.
Okay.
Just a little bit. So use it well.
Thank you.
I assume that you explained to Neff what this is.
This is a potion of giant strength.
Cool.
It's a stone giant strength. So it's gonna
Hell.
yeah, maul smash. Just
Hell
maul smash
yeah.
things.
I
roll
always
a
smash.
history check. Anyone that wants to, that's in this conversation.
I have a, you got it.
I mean, if you want to, too. You
Oh crap. That's a no.
Giants! Yeah, I'm as strong as a giant.
Giants. I can speak giant.
9.
9? Okay.
19.
I actually can.
10 with it.
Okay.
I got, yeah.
Yeah, with those rolls, yeah, giants exist. You weren't aware of that this was specifically a stone giant until you mentioned it. So the giants that live in the Forbidden Forest are considered hill giants. They're the dumbest, stupidest ones, but they're still extremely formidable foes. Stone giants live further off the Isles. They live more towards Greece and Rome. They're highly more intelligent, way stronger, way bigger, as their the name suggests they're made out of stone. Not like the stone golem you fought, like legit humanoids that are just stone all over. They're tend to be loners, but when they get together, it's very communal colony. And they're very, very territorial. They hate anyone to be near their territory. How do you get a stone giant's toe? Nail? That's yeah.
That's a
careful.
Hufflepuff craft secret.
Yes. So that's the information that Sonya explains.
Let's save
That's
that for a
so
weapon of last
cool.
resort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really helpful. Thank you.
And then the other one you can easily identify. This is a potion of greater healing, superior healing.
Ooh.
Is potion of healing. Is a greater healing potion.
Okay. So it's just a healing potion that's bigger?
Yeah, as in, no, it's not bigger. It's the same size. It's just stronger. So it's this guy instead of this guy, which is
So
2.
4d4?
4d4 plus 4.
Holy crap, that's good.
Yeah. So that's a potion.
Can I erase the thick mud liquid toenail?
Yeah, and it's a
'Cause
greater
I
potion.
passed that off.
Quick question about the longbow. Do I get the attack bonus on my other weapons kit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because you are proficient with it with your Kensei. Yeah, so it's whoever has it has this potion. If you want to roll it.
I think I'm going to hold on to the
Okay.
potion of
Yeah,
greater
so
healing.
it's 4d4 plus 4 of healing. And around this time, your compatriots. As you see that he's a giant cauldron and like notebooks and testing strips and slight hint of dirt is in the air.
I'm just like, you guys look busy. Did y'all find out anything about those potions?
So, one of them, thanks to Sonya's insight, is a potion of giant strength from a stone giant that's that I have passed off to our raging friend over here. Who will probably use it better than I would. The other of which is a potion of greater healing, which is basically a more potent version of the potion of healing we've had before. So, yeah. And I have this gut feeling that what's in my cauldron's gonna end up hurting me, but we'll find out.
Oh, boy.
And you see me load one of my vials and just very warily.
You see that the gold liquid is extremely bright, and then like diffuses when you mix it into your 3 little vials for the
So are
rest
they
of it.
considered reloaded?
Yes. they're
Sweet.
reloaded.
No
I
risk?
am still on 6 uses of
Yes,
6,
yeah.
so I do not know what's gonna happen
Yeah,
here.
it's gonna be a thing.
Hey, well, no risk, no reward, right?
Sure, you could call it that, bud.
You also know, Ferris knows, not that anyone's here, that it's not uncommon to just bring out a cauldron and start mixing things. There are study rooms and test rooms specifically for that, so students don't damage themselves, but it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to do it in public. Necessarily, just like, oh, what a nerd, studying again. That is illegal for many reasons.
What is?
The thing you're mixing.
Really?
Yeah.
Would the average student be able
No.
to spot it?
No,
Okay, so
but it is illegal,
I'm gonna finish loading my vials, very quickly stow them, and
and it is automatic expulsion for many things.
you're kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. You get tested for this when you join the professional Quidditch teams to make sure you don't have it in your system.
Well, then it's a good thing I'm not going into Quidditch.
Yes. It's you know, we don't want that in your system.
No.
Also, if you go gambling too, they check for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Goodness. Note to self: only play with house rules.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, and then with a swish of my wand, I'm gonna make the cauldron empty itself because I've emptied the rest of its contents.
Okay.
And put it away. Into the bag of holding you go.
Yeah, bag holdings are fun. Okay, so what do you guys do? You're tired, and maybe some of you are pretty beat up and need a little bit of rest for sure.
Well, what's up with that gold?
Oh, Jericho, what is up with that gold?
Gold.
Not to sound greedy.
Is it speaking to you?
I mean, we could split it 6 ways.
Is there anything like
How many
special
pieces
about
were in
Hufflepuff
it?
gold?
Yeah, what's
Or
It's a gold piece, like in any ordinary gold piece. But the only difference is that the emblem on it, that's usually just the National Wizarding Band, it's a Hufflepuff stamp on it.
Would it be
Like a
considered
collectible?
counterfeit?
It looks like real gold.
can we
It
still
feels
use
like
it
it.
as currency?
You don't see why not. I mean, you kind of test it out, but this one's gold and silver.
But like, would something like this be considered like collectible and maybe be worth more than its
The
own
face
value?
yeah.
Roll me,
I feel like
and-
this would be a question for that dude in Diagon.
yeah. I mean, roll me history, or if you have Arcana, you can roll Arcana.
What if I have both?
Then you
Yeah, I
can roll for
don't
both.
have
I
that.
don't got
I don't have
any of
either.
those.
What if you hate your
Have you
dice?
11?
For which one?
I'm not gonna roll
Both.
because I don't have
Where's
any.
the dice do?
We'll roll both separately.
Oh, okay.
Right over there.
11 and then 17.
My character's just like gold.
Yeah, it's gold. It's gold. we
23.
use dollar bills.
This is the standard.
Oh man,
Yeah,
we're
this-
working out dice jail already.
Ellen, you.
23.
On which one?
Third one.
Arcana or history?
Arcana.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
History 18.
Okay.
I didn't even roll yet.
9 for history.
Okay. So
Oh, that's a 1.
I like this potion. It's totally on it. No.
Pretty much.
I mean, so history. You've never heard of Hufflepuff Gold or Slytherin Gold or Ravenclaw or Gryffindor Gold. When you grab one of the coin pieces, the Hufflepuff emblem disappears. You put it back. It's on the chest. I'm noticing that. You notice there's a slight incantation on it. You've never, for the history, there is no counterfeit. And it looks like gold. Gold is accepted. Different markets have
So
different.
long as it's gold.
So
who
long as
cares?
it's gold, yeah. As long as it's gold of the specific weight, it would count as the quantity needed for it. And this is real gold. It looks the same shape and everything. It's the Hufflepuff. You're noticing there's just like incantation on there, on the gold. Roll me perception, everybody.
Oof.
7.
Okay, yeah.
17.
6.
Five.
We're stupid.
12.
Nice going. Goodbye.
I'm really excited by this potion.
What else can I say
It would
about
make
you?
sense since the DM already previously said that Ferris was the one that grabbed it. When you grabbed it in your hand and you're about to put it back, now you feel 2 coins in your hand.
What?
The Hufflepuff emblem has appeared. Now you have 2 gold coins.
Wait, what?
Where did
Oh, sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put 2 back and see if 4 appear.
Nope, just when you put both of them back, only 1 lands.
Wait.
How?
I don't quite comprehend what.
Yeah.
Did anybody see what else just happened? You can
Yes.
explain to me in like layman's
No.
terms what the hell that was.
I don't know, but I want to hold one too.
I
Hey,
want
I
to
wanna
hold one.
too.
With that in your Arcana, do you think that there might be a duplicate effect on the coins? The bird's very excited about the coins. Super excited.
Well, Jericho, if you're okay with it, I think we should split this evenly and just call it like group spoils.
That's what I was planning to do.
So we each get.
There's only 100 pieces.
There's only 100 pieces
So we'll
split
do math.
6 ways. That's I can't
15 to
math.
16
That's math.
pieces.
About
that's
math.
About
that's
15
math.
to 16 pieces.
I'll take a little less because I feel like I did the choice.
You just like
Saved
whipped so
us.
much ass.
I'm trying to make y'all like me.
Sorry, you whipped so much good. So much good.
Yeah. However you guys want to split it.
What's 100 divided by 6?
16.6 repeating.
16.6 repeating.
Yeah.
15.
So
With
round
one left over.
round down, call it 15 pieces a piece.
And then,
And then
maybe
we can keep the rest as like group.
a Hufflepuff.
Sure. If you
Sure.
guys do that, so
No, we use the rest as potential duplicate gold for in case we spend it. That like if it's got a dupe charm on it, then we can conserve it longer by using the spare pieces as duplicates.
so
Cool.
if you want to divide it in a way, there is like 16 divided evenly, and there's full gold left over.
Okay.
So like everyone can get 16, and there's 4 gold remaining. Whoever wants to get 1.
Or
whatever.
everyone gets 15, and then we add 6 to the 4, and we have 10 remaining, and that's potential 20 on the dupe. So
I'm fine.
I'm fine with 16 or
Okay.
15. I don't care.
It's 16 gold even, and then there's 4 gold floating.
okay, it's whatever y'all want to do.
Let's do the 16 and then have the 4.
Kid,
4 kids.
think of that
And then, just spend your money
Who wants-
wisely,
yeah,
guys.
whoever wants to do, if you want to do party inventory, whoever is good at bookkeeping,
Not me.
put 4 party
I
funds.
don't know about that.
Aren't you an accountant?
Yes. And that's why I'm saying I don't know about that. I do it all day. I don't want to.
I come here to not work. Yeah, whoever
I
wants
can
to
do
do
it.
yeah,
I can do
just
it.
put 4 gold, party gold. And then make sure it says Hufflepuff.
Party gold.
Yeah, there you go. And make sure that when you guys write the 16 gold on your character sheet, that it's Hufflepuff gold.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, yes,
that's-
yes.
As we take it, can we see if there's a dupe effect
Yeah,
on one
I'm
in your
playing with
hand?
Yeah, each coin that you grab splits into 2 coins.
Did we do 16 or 15?
So cool.
And then when you put it back in your pouch, it only 1 coin
It's
lands.
16, right? A piece.
Yes, 16.
Okay.
We got 4.
So are we going to tell anybody about this gold, or are we
Hell
just going
no.
to keep this about ourselves? Or?
No, bro, we just made bank.
To the living
The
go
less
the
people know, the
spoils.
better.
Dumbledore don't
Wait,
need to know
I
about
thought it was to
this.
the victor go the spoils.
Yeah, see, but we live too. So.
Anybody want to check
Some
on
of us
Dumbledore?
barely. Like,
Oh, is he still alive?
We don't even know.
Wait, what?
We don't even know what's up with
I
Dumbledore.
mean, he got shot with an arrow and you healed
Yeah.
him.
I did first round.
But he
heal.
was still fighting when we ran off.
Yeah.
Well, and I want to ask you guys.
Nobody's
that sent
freaking
up
out
the
around
Yeah, no one's
flare.
really. Yeah, no one's freaking out.
True. I want to ask you guys that sent up the flare if you ever got any kind of feedback back, because I'm guessing
We came in with
We,
y'all.
yeah, we came in. We don't know.
I thought we were gonna come back out.
That
Did we
didn't
go past,
happen.
We
like,
thought it would put
courtyard
us
and see
back
if there's
out
any
outside the
damage to
cave.
it?
We
Yeah.
knew it
You
put us back
walk
out inside
into
the castle.
Honestly, after throwing it
castle.
up, I
You
got
can
kinda
go
scared.
outside. You just have to
Because
go.
we let anybody
It's the
around
forbidden
know.
forest.
Go.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's why we came in with you.
That's fair.
Fair.
That's fair.
But hopefully somebody went and found the little
Can
bonfire.
I
or something.
Yeah.
look around and see if like Dumbledore's? I mean, it is kind of evening in the Great Hall, so
You
he's
said
like,
around
who
dinner
knows?
time, right?
He
Yeah, it's close to
he
dinner time.
might be here. Can I look?
He
You
likes
can look
to
around.
Eat, right?
He's not in here because you can just look.
Yeah.
Basic passive, but you can go look for him for sure. Yeah, that's easy enough to do.
Well, I mean, if we're all tired, I think I'll take my chances. And just
You
wait
said like it's almost
tomorrow.
like dinner time,
Yeah.
right?
I want to eat, so I'm gonna stay until dinner happens.
Food sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Definite
You
food.
I
guys
do have
get your food.
I do have to before we disperse. Dude, what the hell? I'm quietly going, dude, what the hell?
Oh, to me?
No.
Oh.
Are you did you turn into a wolf?
I did.
The Slytherin in me
It's a
wants to
secret.
say that's a lot of good that did us, but
Dude.
because you turned into a wolf and pretty much immediately fell. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to fail, but you know.
I just have to tell you,
This place
your
reviews.
secret's safe. It's okay. I know that's not necessarily a good thing here. Don't worry. I got your back, bro.
we got you.
So you can change at will though. It's not like on the
Change at will.
moon or
That's awesome.
you don't have to wait till night. Oh, that's cool.
That's good to know.
Right, if we're staying till dinner time, does Dumbledore actually come in for dinner?
All the teachers will come in and sit at the end of the hall and eat with you guys. It's very rare that they don't. Usually if they're
Yeah, I want
doing
to.
some extracurricular thing or like preparing for a very important class or something. But usually 9 times out of 10, all the teachers will be there eating.
I definitely want to stay and eat and make sure that he looks okay
Okay.
and is not bleeding
I'm
out.
gonna try to flag him down, like talk to him for a second on his way in.
Okay.
Like, I know that probably won't work, because I mean, he's a teacher, he's busy, I understand, but I'm still gonna try.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
I'll assist.
Oh snap, we're getting the hang of things.
I'm going to
I want to jump in too.
I really
Mr. Dumbledore.
I want him to be like, why is it always you 6?
That would be awesome. Yes,
I really
we're Dumbledore's
wait.
new army.
I made a custom Dumbledore mini.
Are you
Yeah, when
freaking
so
awesome?
when all the minis come in, there's gonna be a custom Dumbledore one.
Yes.
Dumbledore.
Which can double as Gandalf the Grey.
I can't wait for mine to come in. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Can
and
we have you
dip it.
paint them by any chance? I
If
just
you
have
want
I
me
have
to,
shaky
I
hands.
can. Yeah, we should have a stream where we just paint and hang out. Just for
Like
fun.
a free stream.
Sure.
It's
yeah,
just us hanging
Yeah.
out and
Yeah.
being chill. And
That way I
whatever.
can make it look really good and then mess it up on it.
No!
Okay, so
That's awesome.
these are teachers, and it should be a
Yay.
lot bigger hall. Where's purple? Way bigger, but for the sake of space and imagination. Hagrid's also there because he is also a professor.
Yes.
As the temp Snape / Dumbledore miniature is this dude looks so much like Snape. Like
Yeah.
come on, that's Snape.
That's
yeah. As he's walking by, slightly late, you see that he doesn't have his normal robe, but he does have his 3-piece suit, and he has wrappings around where the arrow was shot. No blood or anything, just medical wrapping. And he's just walking, not with
But
a
he
purpose,
looks-
just chill, just walking. He
He
looks
looks
fine.
okay.
Professor Dumbledore, do you have a minute?
Yeah. Hi.
Um,
Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome. Anything I can do to help? So we went into the forest the opposite direction from you. I don't know if we were supposed to, but
It's called the Forbidden Forest for a reason.
okay. Well, we followed a whim, and
He looks around. Why don't we talk about this after dinner? You can invite your friends over to my classroom.
yes, sir.
Sleepover.
Oh, naughty! Sleepover to Dumbledore.
This turned into some slash fic bullshit.
Dumbledore / Snape.
Oh God.
Whoa!
Actually, no.
Okay.
Film and Joy has made me despise that relationship. I'll explain later on our break. So you guys have dinner, everything like normal. Anything specific that you guys want to do? Spaghetti will appear. If that's what is that what you want?
Yes.
After it doesn't matter how impressive or how long you've lived in the magical world. The food that you want appears to you when you want it is still grand.
Yeah.
I
So
love
there's
that.
There's your food, your New York hot dogs or your Denny's hamburgers, whatever you want appears.
Denny's hamburgers.
And the other Muggles get the same treatment,
You
right?
know
Yeah.
exactly what
Okay,
this
cool.
is.
Yeah,
No one knows?
Yeah.
Well, I already have my muffin, so I'm gonna just keep that for my red.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, he's not with me.
yeah.
He's still
Well,
there.
yeah, most of your pets would be in your common room, and there's a specific cage that has enough Pokeball.
I have a dumb, mild metagaming question.
Yeah.
When we were in the dungeon, I passed around a day's rations. Is it possible for me to think of a day's rations and then store it and then have 2 days rations again?
Use the words one more time.
Okay, so I passed around a day's rations and my character comes with 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I used 1 day's rations. Is it possible for me to think of a day's rations for the table and have it appear because it's the Great Hall?
It would be the spell Conjure Food. If there is an expiration date on the spell, then no. If there is not, then yes.
Oof. Ah, then I won't worry about it.
It's okay. I got 5 more days of rations.
Okay,
I
sweet.
have 10.
I have
days
10
in my
as
dungeon
well.
pack.
Yeah, I only got 2.
I have 10 as well.
No rations.
You're screwed.
You're at the whim of the party.
Gotta feed me.
Hey,
Well,
Hufflepuff, I share.
You
It
come.
doesn't bite me.
You're in a school that magically feeds you 3 times a day, anything you want. So like rations aren't.
Rations are for wilderness. Like, we're not going to have to worry
You were a
about it.
scholar, I think, right?
Uh,
Regardless of that fact. Okay, so we're going to eat. You guys rest up. All your HP comes back. We'll just say your spells come back because we'll take a long rest
Long
soon.
rest.
No, it's not, but we will take one soon. So just grab all your shit back. If you want
Butter
prep it.
beers all
Yeah.
around.
If you want to prep it now, that's fine. Like, get all your stuff now. As I erase the artistic masterpiece that's on the board.
It's
I
beautiful. Don't
apologize,
erase
guys,
it.
but
Your cauldron's
I'm waiting.
just kidding.
yeah, no, take this
Yes.
back from
you
me.
you want to keep it so you can roleplay with it?
Oh, yeah, fair point. You got me there.
You
You want me to move
yeah,
all
yeah,
these?
yeah, please,
Okay.
please, please.
It's kind of like Mrs. Pie. It's so cute.
It's so adorable.
There we go.
It's so tiny and adorable. I need a
And
base.
full of an illegal liquid.
Put you in
That's practice. That's practice.
Huh?
You
Do we know that it's illegal?
You don't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a muggle and I'm doing something really high level.
No, none of us have asked what it is.
I'm just like.
I've
I'm
It's
good at
not
editing.
common knowledge to know what this is.
The only character that I have hinted at it to got carted away to Azkaban, so that kind of sends a message.
Yeah. So
I'm
his,
not asking.
You also notice that hit classroom 1B is where his class is, the transmutation hall. There's a balcony over here and stairs that lead up to it, where you never see Dumbledore specifically go to a place to sleep. He kind of just
Exists.
but there is also a door here, which I'll draw in a minute. Your very specifically greatly drawn desk, his giant fuck desk in the middle for some reason.
Fuck that.
Look, I already wrote the fanfics. And
Yes! Yes! As
and
long as
technically
it's
these stairs go under there. And then there's some other transmutational objects around the room that just help ease They're just giant orbs that have swivels on it. That usually has just different components or spells or scrolls on it for whatever he needs at the day. So it's, instead of having a bookshelf of stuff, it's just a giant orb with different components and slots throughout the. So there's a door here upstairs, door here downstairs. The stairs lead up. Dumbledor.
There it is.
Snape door.
I don't know where you want to put us, but
Open window.
Here.
you have killed a character. Oh
I'm
god.
sorry. Yeah.
Make sure your spell is up.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
So,
I'm not using that yet.
just for the sake of having something. Yeah. What do you guys do when he's in? You see that he's kind of just waiting with papers up, ready, just looking them. Takes a couple seconds to glance at the paper, then puts it back. Like he just waves his hand, and the paper floats to a neatly pile. Like his wand's not even out; it's just stuffed in.
So I guess I'd approach his desk and say, "So about today," and wave towards Osiris to come join me because we're the ones that fired the flare. And it's probably the easiest way I'm going to be able to explain this is with help. We, on a whim, followed one of the dryads that
My BFF.
Sonya definitely isn't BFFs with.
I'm still charmed. She's my BFF.
Oh, damn it.
For a little bit longer, yeah.
Yeah.
Followed her into the Forbidden Forest and found a few things. But one thing that I hope you saw the flare for.
Yes, I did see that, and I saw the Muggle artifact that was left there.
Can you glean why that was there?
He makes sure, like, actually grabs his wand, casts a quick spell, doesn't say anything, the door just slams over, and you hear a lock. Puts his wand back in his suit. The only thing that I can think of is the attacks. They're just Germany's attacking more. Obviously they just saw trees. They just want to cause a little more destruction. They wouldn't have been able to see. The Muggle eyes cannot see Hogwarts. They can see ruins and a castle that is destroyed. Why is up here? Don't know.
Did you see the vault?
What vault?
We fired the flare awfully close to the vault, so I mean it was a short walk away.
The Vault of Hufflepuff. Pauses for a second. Grabs his beard. Tell me more. This is intriguing.
I'd
never
look to
heard of
Bones and be
what-
like, "You found it in the book. Like, reference it. Maybe he knows more."
I see your book.
Yeah, definitely. I want to bring out my book and
We were led there
show
by that
Dumbledore.
Dryads led you to the Vault of Hufflepuff.
I
Can't remember
with
what
the
she
dryad.
said exactly. It was in a different language.
Then you see that he quickly casts a spell with his hands. His eyes kind of glow, and it stops right at the page that you wanted. Almost speed reading through it. I have never heard of any vaults. Closes the book, gives it back to you. At Hogwarts.
Well, judging from our experience, there's definitely one. Like,
See
that much should be obvious.
Yes.
We
what,
found something.
what did the
The dryad
Yes.
communicated with
what
Sonya.
did the Dryads speak to you about?
That the vault had been open and it needed to be closed.
Did you close it?
We
You
don't.
didn't find
We
it,
got
did you?
kicked out of it, so I assumed we closed it.
We got to the end of it, and then next thing we knew, we were in the kitchens.
We didn't take anything.
I swear we're not on drugs. Like,
We did not take any muffins from the kitchen.
Well,
He's such a joker.
if I was in the kitchen, I would take some muffins. For sure.
Not us.
Whatever was there was very protected, though.
I wanted to, but I didn't.
Tell me everything. How protective?
Those there.
displacer beasts,
Steve. A golem.
Okay. The Displacer Beast named Steve.
No.
The golem was named Steve.
Oh, okay.
The Displacer Beasts didn't have names. Well, we didn't stop to ask. They just kind of jumped us.
He looks at you guys once over, looks at all, like, eyeing every torn piece of clothes or, like, any bruise or leftover dry blood that you guys have.
We protected each other as much as we could.
You're a great teacher.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Apparently. You can, if you want, you can roll history check on him. Except for Justin. No, you can, if you want. History check, sure. Maybe Hagrid would have said something.
Oh my god.
I
I
knew
knew
to Vegas.
17.
Damn it.
9.
8.
History. 16?
16, okay.
17.
Okay.
8. 4.
9. I'm very
Yeah.
upset.
You guys, why is Dumbledore, he's the head of, he's the head of the Gryffindor house, but why is he such a great teacher once you mentioned that? You guys know that in addition to passing all the exams at the highest honors, he is a grand sorcerer. In addition to that, he's also like, I passed all my AP classes, plus I went to dual college courses and I passed all those credits. In addition, I quadruple majored in something. So he has that. In addition, he is a grand sorcerer. He is coveted in the Warlock Society. That's it right now, and he's in his 30s, 40s.
Hagrid talks so highly of you and says you're very, very smart. If anybody would know about this stuff, it'd be you.
I've never heard of these vaults, and trust me when I say that if I did, I would have let you know. Or at least warned a school that this threat exists.
There's also something missing.
Yes.
A goblet of sorts.
Know anything about a goblet related to Hufflepuff?
Slight smirk. There are many great artifacts in Hufflepuff. Helga had her prize goblet. That was her, let's call it her prize arcanic focus that she would have. It was when the school was built before the 16th century, for sure. That's an ancient legendary item that's like most things that are legendary and old, lost in time. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what the item that's not there is supposed to be. If you did say it was a vault, maybe that's where she kept all her things. Like a tomb or something.
Yeah, the Dryad had said heirs to the claim can close it. It needed to be closed.
Heirs to the...
I think the word she used was claim. That's what I had remembered from our adventure.
Well, there's definitely heirs to the houses. They all had children, their children had children, and I would be looking at the Hufflepuffs very curious, you know, if you were one of Hufflepuff's heirs.
From what I understand, I'm not.
Okay, well that's good to know,
Just
for sure. It's very good to know. As you see that he's getting more relaxed, like unbuttons his suit a little bit, just like breathe more. Anyone
Oh,
want
really?
tea? Starts making some tea for everyone. Jasmine tea, and then passes out the cups for everyone.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, jasmine tea is very
Delicious.
Jasmine.
it's
I call it no.
No, I love jasmine tea. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love jasmine tea.
Do you have any honey?
Yeah, of course, it goes into a cabinet. So just a whole bunch of shit for tea there. Gives you a little honey spoon.
Can I have some too?
So
Do you?
walk me through what yes.
I was just curious, Professor Dumbledore, let me say your name correctly here. If you would know why a Dryad would be associated with the Hufflepuffs.
Well, in nature, Hufflepuffs tend to be the founder was great at herbology. She liked to commune with nature. It would make sense that a dryad would be somewhat related to the Hufflepuff
Okay.
history in some way.
Before we go further with what happened to us, what happened when we left?
Yes, I'm very curious about that.
Yes.
What did you do?
I saw a student looks at you very eyingly, talk to them, and then they retreated afterwards. There's very minor casualties. We're going to invoke add a new temporary rule so no one can go out of the school after hours. At least unsupervised. Astronomy has to be taken at night, so that can't be helped. But every other class, stick out of the forest if you can.
Yes, sir.
If we can, yes.
Smiles.
But do you
Okay,
know-
slow down there, Dryad BFF.
All right, you six.
But do you know why they attacked? What happened with that? Anything like that?
I don't. We have a very good relationship with the Dryads, the Centaurs, the Wolves, all the creatures that live in the forest. They don't attack us, we don't attack them. It'd be very foolish to try to invade the school as they did. We outnumber them. It's very curious.
Sonya, during the fight, didn't you say that the Dryads were trying to lay claim to something because of the vault being open? Because you were the one talking to it.
Said the attack was necessary. Maybe they needed to get our attention to follow her to the vault to close it.
I think it was something about if the vault opens, then Hogwarts is open for claim.
Yeah, that's what I thought I remembered Sonya
Vault
saying to
open.
us.
I might be mistaken. though.
Unclaimed. Need air to close it. Open air to open.
He looks at you guys with
I'm sure you guys have
slight
counsel or
distrust.
something. Let's get these.
All
candles
this
open.
is freshly new information to me. And trust me, I read almost all the books at the library. A few
Well,
things.
We wanted to bring it to you because we wanted to make sure that you knew the most about what was happening.
Yeah, we trust you the most, so we wanted to tell you.
A slight, what's
You know, Gryffindors
humble
stick
grin.
together.
Is, let's definitely keep it between us 7.
We
I
also
will-
wanted to make sure you were okay.
Thank you. I'm quite fine. Appreciate it, Ferris.
Got you.
I would expect no less.
Yeah, let's keep it between us. Don't mention it to Hagrid. He has a good heart, but a loud mouth.
It's my name for you.
That's accurate.
I need to research on this. All this information is new to me. Assuming the Dryad didn't lie to you.
Assuming so.
But why would they trick you into going into a vault that I've never heard of? What is the purpose to be getting there? So yeah, walk through your experience with me.
Okay, so we got to the vault, and the Dryad said something to Sonya. I don't know, they were speaking Sylvan.
Yes,
And-
Sylvan language.
The Hufflepuffs got a clue or something to that effect, and they were able to pass through this barrier into this vault unimpeded. But when someone that wasn't in Hufflepuff House attempted to go through the barrier, they were met with a solid barrier. That was when Osiris and I went and just explored our surroundings a little bit and came across the crater with the, what I can only assume is a bomb in it.
Yeah.
And fired the flare up. Bones stayed near the door and communicated through it. The Hufflepuffs let us know that there was a common joke that if you had two Hufflepuffs and someone that wasn't a Hufflepuff in a line, you'd be able to get
Yes.
past the door. I don't know if you knew that joke.
I've snuck
we-
into the
we
halls
called
once
the
or
line.
twice that way.
We
Called
came
around
out,
it.
we tried it, and everyone was able to get it.
That's good to know.
We had the right number of Hufflepuffs.
Always keep
So-
3 in handy.
Always keep 3 Hufflepuffs in handy.
We get inside, there's some crazy vines trying to attack us.
Yeah.
I think they called it Devil's
Double
Snare.
snare, yes.
Those are natural guardians of the forest. Okay.
Yeah, so we destroyed it.
Finally.
It was self-defense, sir. You have to understand. It was literally a bridge that attacked us when we got close. What'd you want us to do? Get taken by a freaking
No.
devil's snare?
Always the students live above the magical creatures, but it is. I'm glad you're not badly injured.
After defeating the giant vine bridge of death,
Oh, we saw that door.
Right.
we saw what appeared to be a door carved into a giant tree. But no matter how much we tried, and when I say giant tree, I mean, it's, according to Osiris, it's literally going up to the ceiling. Like,
Underground versus ceiling. Okay. A dryad showed you this?
No, she showed
took
us
off.
to the entrance to this place.
Did this dryad go through a tree?
She was
Many times.
transporting from tree to tree.
And
Yeah.
then the dryads
Walking.
go to these vaults. That was a
Possibly.
gate that the dryads were jumping through, if everything is
Oh.
correct. I could be wrong.
so we attempted to open the door by a few different means and were completely unsuccessful in all of them. And noted that under the giant bridge of death that we destroyed, there was a gently flowing, what I can only describe as a river, that led to a hole that had rather fast-flowing rapids going through it. So seeing no other option, and being the idiot students we are, we jumped down this hole.
It's pretty exciting.
Unsuccessfully towards bones.
Yeah. I took some of the water with me. I felt like it was important to keep for later.
Hydration is key.
Maybe a little more than I needed, but I got my friends that were good.
I'm glad that you guys can laugh through this situation.
Yeah, it stunk.
We're on some drugs right now. For us to help us from our pain.
Straight edge
Okay.
right here.
For sure.
At
Okay.
the end of the rapids, there was a large drop-off, and a tree overhanging this large drop-off. And we all managed to catch the tree, except for, Bones almost missed it. But thankfully, with Osiris and my help, because teamwork makes the dream work,
Yes.
we pulled her up, and were led to a dirt ladder, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
The ladder led us down, and then my memory gets foggy here.
I believe there was a set of locks with a chain on a dungeon like a little door.
That's where we met Steve.
And it had a whole. Oh, did that happen?
We met Steve first.
Yeah, I think
Wow, we
that
did
and the
meet
chamber
Steve.
where Steve was had bones or
Of
something.
blood on
Was
the
it
rock.
blood
Yeah, it had
everywhere,
blood
yes,
splattered on
blood
the rock.
He
splattered
didn't want
everywhere.
to
It looked
hurt
really
us. That was his
ominous.
last
It was a
resort.
big antechamber, and at the end of it, there was a great stone golem that we decided to call Steve. And
He's
Steve,
what?
Steve,
He was nice.
He
As
needed a
one
name.
does.
As
He
one
was
does.
lonely.
He was a
Uh,
nice boulder.
Yeah.
Steve
He
gave us
was
a few
very,
riddles
Very nice.
and knocked some rocks off the ceiling because he was doing house cleaning, I guess. And after solving his riddles, he let us pass, where we were met with another downward chamber that led us to, I think.
Yeah.
Led
if I
us
had
to the
this right.
locks
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
doors
And all the locks were in different languages. We had to figure out how to open it in order,
Okay.
without studying anything
which
bad,
we did.
hopefully.
So you have to be athletic enough to surpass the river, strong enough to go to the devil's snare, wise enough to surpass the golem, and then smart enough to understand multiple languages. Not an easy feat.
For one person, maybe. For
We're
6.
18.
Dream team enter.
You
We
might see
seem
us
to
very
work
often
very
from
well
now
together.
often.
Yeah.
We work
I
very well.
think that yes, we might see each other a little often. Fortunately, or fortunately.
After solving the
You have to be
locks
determined.
With-
without setting anything off,
With 6 different languages.
We opened the trap door. I went down first and heard something purring. Everybody else came down, and next thing we know, we were being attacked by a pair of displacer beasts.
Honestly, I thought it was a cat.
Yeah, we wound up being in like
tentacles.
chest-high water.
They were really
instantly.
cute.
No,
We
they
do
weren't.
not recommend seeing them to anybody.
They were really cute, but they
They're
were very
supposed to be
mean.
extinct.
So yeah.
We saw 2 of them,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
there were
And
definitely
unfortunately, we had to defend ourselves
I have
against
proof.
them.
One was
Reach into the
bigger
bag of
than
holding,
the
pull
other.
out the displacer skull,
Oh.
and
Proof.
offer it to him.
He grabs it. Nice trophy.
Sounds bad too.
Thank you.
Okay. So after that, then you winded up in the kitchen.
No, there was one more bit. We went through a trapdoor that the displacer beast was guarding. Went down another ladder, and were led to an antechamber that had a great wooden badger in it. And
And the other
100.
displacer beast did revive or something because we heard
as we
more
closed the
about
door
it.
behind us, it sounded like they came back somehow.
Maybe there were more. I don't know. Luckily,
Terrifying.
there were more than.
Yes.
Thankfully,
Like it was a re-secured chamber after we shut the door.
Very terrifying.
And in this room with the great wooden badger were 100
Cabinets?
cabinets,
Lockers?
lockers, something like that.
That had different numbers on them.
Yeah, and that's-
Randomly.
That's
Not
where
in
we
order.
noticed the missing goblet that we were
So like a
describing.
vault, like a bank vault.
Something to that effect, yes.
We did call it a vault already, though. Just saying.
But not like Gringotts Vault. More
Yeah,
different.
smaller one. Okay, and after that,
I kind of, in my haste to see what was in one of them, I just reached for my lucky number, which was 17, and there was 2 potions in it. One that was that I've handed to Neff. It's a potion of giant strength.
very useful.
Would you like to see it?
It's okay.
Okay.
The other, which was a potion of greater healing, and a chest with a
Hopefully you'll never have to use that.
And it had like a little bit of gold if you want to see one.
It's
The gold.
It's Hufflepuff
He
gold.
interrupts me at just the right moment.
One that turns into
It
2.
is
And then
Hufflepuff
you-
gold.
There's a duplicate charm on it.
Yes.
Is that a normal thing or
Not really.
not
It's, I would assume illegal, but I'm not a banker.
fair? Okay.
And someone
The
attempted to
trolls.
reach for another one, but they all shut. And I kind of feel bad for that because I'm not Hufflepuff, and I really shouldn't have had claim to that.
And now we're here.
You guys sure write stories. I definitely need to research everything you just said, since I've never heard of it.
Well, we have nothing to gain if we lied. If that would give us more credibility.
Yeah, you have enchanted coins and potions that are beyond your years to create. Also, you described an artifact that I don't think is taught in this school.
That artifact being.
The goblet.
Yeah, I would attest since I'm kind of a artifact nerd. I've tried to read everything about everything and I've not
Good.
heard of it before. So
Also, the book that you have has sections that I've never read either. So I'm going to definitely check it out. And
You confiscating her book?
no, she has a copy of it in the library. I will contact you when I figure out anything.
And then
Thank you, sir.
I just have 2 more things.
Yes.
So Ministry was trying to check wands, and you know that I don't have one. Is there anything I can do about that?
When is your next off period?
All the
Usually.
time.
Usually, students have 3 days a week of classes, and the rest of the week is off. And usually, it's about 2 classes per day, unless it's a double class. So it could be like Monday, Tuesday classes, Wednesday, Thursday off, Friday class, Saturday, Sunday off. Just figure out when you guys have your off periods. Go to Hogsmeade. They should have something there for you.
Would they also have arrows?
Yes. You need arrows. Well, you just fought a giant.
I feel like I should have
panther.
them in case something like
Yeah,
this crazy happens again.
Yeah.
You got any? I'll take them.
No.
Just some of mine.
You have arrows?
I have spare arrows.
How many arrows do you get? I can have like 3.
I give you 9.
9.
Okay.
Is there
Thank you.
anyone specifically we should talk to in Hogsmeade? Because
Yes.
when we were in Diagon
I
Alley,
didn't think about
there were some pretty mean shop owners. I don't think they like
Oh.
students.
Depends on what you need to get. What are you trying to?
I was looking for a cookbook and I got one on cannibalism. So.
Well, there are
Like,
cannibals out there. Werewolves are amongst us. They like to eat flesh. There's other.
also gonna be like,
Both of us stare at you. All of us stare at you.
Looks at you. Yes. Goes back. You can, if you have the off day, just take the train. It will cost a little bit more, but you can check out both locations. I definitely recommend. Oh, going to Wandy's would have counterfeit wands you might be able to use. And then there's a Wizard Emporium. Just might have what you need. Just check them out. They usually have a splendor of things. I would definitely not recommend going to Oliver's Wand Shop for you're not a wizard. Also, keep him close to you if you decide to go to Hogsmeade. There are the enchantments are pretty strong there.
Yes, sir.
Call me line him into there like last time.
Fair enough. Well, it is getting late. Unless you guys have more riveting stories to tell me,
No, I think that's it, actually.
I will do my research and try to contact you guys soon.
are there
That's
any
it.
professors you'd suggest for maybe trying to get independent study, just in general for me, so I have something to do?
Depends on what you want to do.
Mage Slayer.
I dipped my toes a couple years into the Defense Against the Dark Arts. Just depends on what you want to do.
Just
with
something
those
to help
areas.
me better prepare for the magical world.
I have off periods on Thursdays at 5. If you want to come here.
Sounds great. I'll be here.
See
Saw
you
your
Thursday.
paper rolled in that. When you like pushed it, just.
Yeah, I'll see you
Great.
Thursday, and we'll have some classes. And if you also want to join, all 5 of you,
Ooh, yes, please.
in addition, you guys you may join.
Oh boy, big classes.
Thursday at 5?
Thursday's at 5. You have nothing on that day.
Wednesday.
kinda-
Big time.
Like,
You look tired.
Who's standing
I'm
It-
sure
it-
you're still healing.
yeah.
Wednesdays from 7 to
it's-
10.
Don't expect to have a proper lecture every Thursday. I do have my hands full. But I'll try to help you
Any
what I
little
can.
bit of knowledge will help me.
Yeah, of course. Okay, well, thank you for the information. I greatly appreciate you trusting me in all this.
Well, we really appreciate your time.
We appreciate you, sir.
And not punishing us for this.
Yes.
Yes.
Or anything we do
You
to protect
truly
ourselves.
are as great as Hagrid says. And I start walking.
When you're leaving, he kind of ignores all the paperwork that he still needs to do and just like, not rushily, but does go upstairs, leaves the door open, doesn't even close it, and you see that he's like scavenged through stuff. This definitely had an impact on him, for sure. Okay. Well, let's from here. Okay, let's do a little bit of slight RP, and then we'll go on our break for time. Okay, in the portion of the nenext week or so, proportion is the word. Neff.
Yes.
So, with slight fast expedious, you're with Galia, the head of Slytherin at the Defense Against the Dark Arts class, and in there she's teaching lycanthropy is the subject of the day. So as everyone's there, you see that she hands everyone books and like just puts rolls on a scroll. There's a sign of the moon that's up there. Like, well, if you guys have noticed, we're going to lycanthropy today, as the most common being werewolves, but we have bears and tigers and boars and the other kind. Just they're not as the breed's kind of dying out, as everyone knows that there's two different types: bitten versus being born. If you're born a lycanthrope, you can shift anytime you want. You can. It's more of bloodline than a curse. Versus if she's looking like that. Versus if you're bitten, kind of goes and like slaps someone's wrist for not writing down notes. If you're bitten, it is a curse that is very painful, and no cure exists as of yet. You tend to lose your mind in the transformations. You tend to go mad eventually. But we do have silver powders that tries to keep the mind at bay. Makes you a little bit more sane. As everyone knows, what happens if a muggle gets bitten by a wolf? One or two Ravenclaw people raise their hands. That's right, they die. There is no cure for a muggle that is bitten by a wolf. The studies are out there to see why magical kind can transform and non-magical cannot. But under a full moon, regardless of the shifter or the bitten, the wolf will come. Can anyone tell me what year the Werewolf Council was formed for proper conduct? Neff, if you want, you can roll a history check to see if you know.
Okay. I, at the moment, don't.
Neff might.
I might. Yeah, Neff might. Nope. 9.
Yeah, it was in
Sorry,
1960 something.
I'm just learning.
Someone from Slytherin raises their hand. 1637. I'm like, yes, the Werewolf Council Code of Conduct was written in 1637, which forbids them from going out and hunting intelligent kind. But it is getting late. I need everyone to read Wandering with Wolves chapters 2 to 7. And if you want bonus credit, read Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them chapter 38. Dismissed. Everyone gets up and leaves. So, we're later on the same day. Ferris, you're taking your double evocation class for the day, so a dual credit course.
Oh man.
Who cured and where? Okay. So Avella is your professor. One of the few ones that are in the school. With this long blonde hair, very sharp pointed features, looks very young. Probably he looks like 20, but you know he's been here for a while. He raises his so evocation. Very basic question. Whoever raises their hand first and answers gets an extra point for your house. What does evocation do? You want to roll me intelligence check? Or wisdom?
Straight int.
Yeah, straight int or straight wisdom.
Let's go whiz. That's a 7.
7. You see someone from Gryffindor raise their hand. It manipulates energy. And like 2 other people raise their hand, then also shout out the same thing. Griffin, he grabs his wand and like on the chalkboard writes, you see that he has all the houses, and Gryffindor has a slash on it to grant them an extra point. Yes, manipulation of energy, tapping into the unseen, something out of nothing. But nothing is a contradiction. Nothing does not exist. For if you go out to space, there is matter in what is not matter. There is always something. Energy, heat, transfusion of molecules. That is what evocation will do. And that's what we're going to try to learn today. I'm going to teach everyone the spell. It used to be called Prayer of Healing, but we've changed it to just a healing philosophy spell. He grabs a little box that has 6 large crickets in it, and then just proceeds to put his hand in there and break their legs on almost all the crickets. Grants his wand. If casted correctly and done correctly, he starts moving his hand, and a couple minutes pass by, and then after his ritual is performed, his wand has a energy on it, and then just the energy slowly comes out of the wand, infuses like almost guiding like water into the large crickets, and then their limbs grow additional. Okay, now everyone try. And he slowly places the same large cricket, but only one in a small cage, and then instructs you to break its legs and try casting the spell.
Okay, reach and break its legs.
As you perform your spell, 10 minutes pass by. No one other than you casted the spell. Yours was enough to replace 2 out of the 6 legs that were broken, but you're getting the hang of it. He grants you a couple of points for mastering so fastly.
Poor cricket.
Poor cricket. Right? I know. It hurt me when I wrote it.
Aww.
And they're imaginary. He asks you guys to do it about 2 more times before class ends, and you think you're getting the hang of the spell. Somewhat fastly, he pulls you to the side and just informs you that he actually didn't expect you to be able to do this. This is a very advanced spell that took him a couple of weeks to master.
You could say I've been studying, and it's paying off.
Well, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Yes, sir.
Pat you on the back and then let you go. Going on later in the same week. Oh, sorry. Jericho! You, can I see your spell list? Thank you. As I knew you were going to do that one. So I wrote it down already. You're in a goblin would be teaching your class, and it's just minor illusionary. And he goes over explaining how to cast minor illusion, this spell, saying that this is... Well, the smarter you are, the easier the spell would be to cast. You have to outthink the other person. You're passing your thoughts into reality. So, grab your wands. Repeat after me. Minor illusion. And has a specific manner when he waves his wand. Everyone casts something. He mentions to cast your pet, whatever animal you had, or your parents. Most people, when they cast their spells, if they're doing their parents, like the shirt size keeps changing every now and then. If they're casting the spell to make their pet appear, you see there's a small little dog, and like the wind's flowing on the dog, and he would proceed like, so you have to look at the room where the light's coming from, the temperature, the air, what it's doing. Is it moving? Is it standing still? All these things take effect. The quicker you focus, the sharper your mind, the better your image is, the more realistic your illusion to be. You cast, what's your minor illusion? What do you want to cast?
Let's cast a bat.
A bat? The bat comes out. It's flying fairly well. And in your mind you keep thinking of the sounds, but you don't hear it. And like, with this incantation, there are no sound effects, no nothing. Just the visual illusion that your brain is conceiving. He kind of like pats you on the back for the good job you're doing, and then proceeds on with the rest of the class, and everyone leaves. Cyrus! One of the next days that's passing by, you see that after, usually it's becoming kind of like a family barbecue either before or after breakfast, dinner, or lunch, before a meal is prepared. The Hagrid kind of cooks for everyone outside, all the refugees. But this morning he isn't. He just kind of gets up and starts digging a hole, like right outside of his area, and he just starts digging, just to himself. What do you want to do? Because you really don't
How
have
deep
class
is
or
he
anything.
into it right now? Like, is he down
Enough
in
that
it?
he's in it, but he keeps digging further in and then going out to the walls now.
What are you doing, Hagrid?
Making a swimming hole.
Ooh, swimming.
Yes, well, not for me. For good old Squiddy. He looks like I need to have a different name for him.
Do you want some help?
Sure. And then he sees all the shovels that are kind of lined and picks they're there. That's why they're there. Expecting someone to help. No one did. He always count on you.
If you'd like, I can go see if some of the refugees would like to come and help too, because I'm sure that they would love to pitch in too, since you've been doing so much for them.
I would appreciate that.
I'm gonna go get some.
You gather a couple people, come in, grab a shovel. As the rest of the day proceeds, roll me a Constitution. Just roll me a con.
That is 19.
19. So about like 6 hours pass by, and you're sweating. You're there doing your thing, digging a hole. It's pretty deep. Now, maybe like 12 feet long wise, definitely like 6-7 feet deep, enough that Howard can't see on top of it. And everyone's exhausted and tired. You went from morning to sun starting to set, have not eaten or anything, and you just have the same amount of energy you had. You're not even thirsty or anything. You're just powering through. Hagrid kind of sits there, eyes you for a little bit, smirks every now and then, like proud boy.
You're not slowing down, are you? You're not getting old, are you?
Yes. After a while, proceed to stop, cooks a meal for everyone, and then people kind of switch in and out of helping you here and there, and then he just instructs you that tomorrow we're just gonna fill it up with water and let Squiddy and
Why put off what we can do today to tomorrow?
I'm tired.
We got plenty of people though.
All right, let's do it. And he gets up and kind of slaps one person on the back, falls over. Let's do it.
He should go sit down.
And then you guys roll me another con check.
7.
About 10 p.m. You had a meal, but you're starting to get tired. You've been working 12, 14 hours straight now. Not straight because you did have like a 20-minute break, but you've been working all day and you filled up a gigantic pool, helped him release a big freaking squid into it, and then let his little snake play around there too.
It's like sit back and admire the work that we did.
Yeah. Hands you a pipe full of tobacco. No, it's just tobacco. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I'll take a puff.
Here you go. Hands you a pipe, and then just sit there and just chill. Look at the night sky. It's pretty.
Do you see anything hallucinogenic?
Magical wacky tobacco.
Bones. Your astronomy class is the only one of the week now that's being allowed to go to do anything after dark. As you guys go up to one of the towers, and everyone brings their telescope that you're required to bring for the 5th year students that are taking astronomy. Look through it, and your professor's explaining how Saturn has ice on its rings, explaining different stars, making sure everyone's writing down the names, constellations, and everything. Roll a perception check. Seven. Okay. 7's fine for this. You definitely see that you hear a howl way off into the distance. Definitely a wolf's howl. And you hear another and another, and you see that the moon is not full at all. But you definitely hear a couple of howls. After the first one, the professor kind of ignores it, but when the third one happens, I think we're gonna cut it short for today. Everyone back in. And then class is dismissed after about 20 minutes of the hour class that you're supposed to have outside. Hi.
Hi.
We're getting to you.
Do I have to go in since class is over?
Yeah.
She's gonna watch me, huh?
If she's gonna watch you, make sure you go in. Yeah. Unfortunately. So, you're in one of your divination classes, and she's teaching you, Professor. Blah, 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 blah. No, she has an
awesome name.
You have to
I didn't
define
write her
her
name down.
Professor blah blah
Blah,
blah.
blah, blah. I'm sorry. She's definitely is in the movies.
Not Trelawney, is it?
Big old glasses, puffy hair.
Trelawney.
Trelawney?
Trelawney's divination.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be her.
Trelawney. Okay. I didn't finish my list of teacher
It's
names.
Trelawney.
So, much younger version of her with this blonde, poofy hair that she kind of puts in a pigtail. And her glasses are still extremely huge. She's teaching
Cool.
everyone how to read from her cup. She pours it out, kind of chit-chats with you a little bit. Teaching the divination is more of a feel than a science. Some people are gifted with it, some are not. There is no way of knowing if you're a clairvoyant or not. But regardless, she instructs on what to do with the tea. Roll me a perception check. 13. Okay. Okay. So as you're drinking your tea with that, you quickly the instructions, as soon as you're done drinking your tea, you're supposed to look at what the tea leaves leave behind. And then she goes around telling everyone what the significance means, and then you're supposed to like look at a book to try to like match the symbols as closely as possible. The more that you're focused with your clairvoyantness, or the more sensitive you are to it, the easier the image is to depict. So she's going around the 4 sections of seats that are above, and she's going around explaining everything, going to the book. And when you look at yours, you feel like a zoo that goes into the cup. Then you see like a horse running on the fields. Quickly vanishes to something slithering, and then that quickly vanishes to like a stone being hurled at you. Quickly vanishes to what looks like a dragon curling up and flying, and then like it looks at you as it flies to you, and then you see the forest fog up in a green mist. And the next thing you notice is that she's talking to you, but you're not listening, you're not hearing it, and it's very foggy and whimsical all around. With that perception check, you also see that way off in the distance there is a particular wizard that you're having issues with. You just recently learned his name as Tom. His eyes slit as if they were snake eyes, and then they reappear, and then he gets up and starts leaving the classroom as the muffled words of your professor is now trying to shake you, and you hear her say, "Sonya, can you hear me?" moves her hands over, and you can hear her finally now. And then when you look at, you didn't notice, but it's a very clear picture of the grimace on your cup. And then she goes over and explains the deadly parts of what that would mean. That just means certain death to you, to those that are near you.
Sounds like she's consistent.
So, that's where we're going to take our break. Since it's 9, I'm going to go potty. And you guys get to watch some clips.
Yay!
Oh, wait, no, this one. Alright, see you guys in a bit.
This character, I think, why is her chest that big, or the other reason why? Yeah.
Hello everybody, this is Jesus from ADreamProduction, letting you know we're going to be doing a Harry Potter based D&D game every Wednesday at the Divine and Conquer Twitch channel. See you there.
Guys, how you doing? Welcome to an episode of Tabletop Commander. This is Gerard's Gaming. This is where we get all our products. They sponsor us, we sponsor them.
I'm popping like I'm straight out the toaster. I'm flying backwards, y'all.
Hello and welcome, and this is FNBN. What you're asking yourself is, what is FNBN? FNBN is for nerds by nerds, and it's pretty much a channel that me and my friends are trying to get started. We have so many crazy nerd ideas that we want to post on there. Some of our plans are to do like podcasts, nerd conversations, nerd news. We got a lot of ideas, but first you need people that can watch.
Let's be nerds. Come on now, let's be.
Bitches and side bitches.
Mike's definitely on right now.
Oh, cool. Hi.
Quarter bitches represent.
Talking about our quarter bitches, talking about the side bitch,
Side bitches.
talking about the main bitch.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that Jesus?
I'm everybody's main
Savior.
bitch. No, God, that's gross. I hate slobby stuff. So, you guys, hush you. You guys, it's been a little bit of about a week or so, a little under a week, and it's the Thursday we're supposed to. So Dumbledore has not contacted you guys at all this whole week. Just done your classes, as you normally did. The curfew is still up and about. Randomly throughout the nights, you do hear stuff out in the woods. It's not really anything in particular. Hagrid's not really getting much sleep, as he's up all night most days. And some of his classes are kind of dwindling, but they weren't really great classes. Not the best professor out there, but he's doing the best he can with the multitasking that he has to do. So on this Thursday, as you guys are heading towards your classroom, you guys do have to go to some corridors, and a lot of Hogwarts feels dungeon-esque, as in like just cobblestone and just stone with torches here and there. And on one of your paths, I'm gonna place everyone here, just for the sake of here-ness. If anyone wants a specific order, wants to be in front or whatever, that's perfectly fine.
I'll be second to front.
I'll be front.
I'll be back.
I'll be dead in the center.
I
Center,
don't care.
front. You don't care. Is this okay order for everyone?
Yep.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Wedge formation.
Well.
Let's go.
As the torches are out there, so you guys have illumination. You're a couple of hallways away from going to Dumbledore's. Probably perception.
Natural 20.
No, fuck you. Never.
I'm doing it.
Was that okay?
I'm doing the thing.
I see it all.
Oh wait, I have new rolls.
Do I get a reroll or does something weird happen?
No, you gotta reroll.
Okay.
It's gonna wait until it's like detrimental.
Nat 20.
Roll me a D100.
All of us?
No, just Ferris.
That is...
I got natural 22. Just
Yeah, but you're not using the luck point.
Okay. When it was stuck on a previous roll, it gave me 3 like 6 times in a row, which isn't natural for the app, which means it froze. I got a 44.
Okay.
I know I have 20 or 100 here, but I just...
Who needs dice when you can use technology?
Right.
Roll me.
No, I like
Oh
rolling dice.
shit. Okay.
Oh god.
Oh
Roll me
shit.
a D4.
Oh god.
What the hell?
That's a 2.
What is this?
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
Oh,
This is
it's
gonna
bronze.
be. Roll me 2d6.
What are you doing to me? That's a 5. That's a 6. Oh god, I'm gonna kill
11.
myself.
2 more d6.
5. 5.
That's 10, so
Roll me
21.
another one because I can't use 5 again. It's a different number.
3.
Okay.
Am I kill? Do we just TPK right here? I'm scared.
I hope your habits don't
Did you
affect
find
me.
something?
Your bad habits.
What did you do?
I used a luck pot, and he said after 6 something's gonna happen. So this is that something happening, and I rolled a nat 20 on my reroll. So
Okay. You guys passed your perception check. What
17.
A pass.
I used one of my rolls. That's 11.
It's total 11?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait. 14.
Okay, that's a pass.
Yes.
I had a 6.
Okay.
I am not observant.
You smash things. You smash them hard.
13.
13. Okay. Fortunately, that's also best.
Yay.
So as you guys are, let's just have that corridor. You both hear it, and as you walk into this part of the chamber, it definitely feels a lot colder in here. As you hear a constant, as like a water trickle keeps falling. And everyone sees that water is falling this way. For sure. The thing that's worrying you that is...
Everybody but me?
Yeah. Is that there is a pool of water that, even though the water is dripping from above, is coming from inside the cracks, coming outward. but in the speed that mimics the water droplet falling. So when it flows, but definitely water coming from the bottom of the stone.
They never fix anything around here.
That's some drippy water. That's all I see.
I'm gonna walk towards it.
Okay. Is anyone gonna follow?
I'm gonna follow.
Does the team just
We
follow?
all follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
just in our formation.
I want to make a note. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Wedge.
You got a bad feeling?
I will, because you had 2 natural 20s. You guys can roll me an Arcana check.
Yes.
Everybody?
Sure.
Okay.
That's why I don't use you.
You bastard. Okay, that's it.
16.
I'm not using you.
22.
You have to take food.
You can take that one.
That's a pass. 22 is a pass.
11.
No, unfortunately.
13.
I'm sorry.
6.
You're gonna smash things.
I'm gonna smash
I'm
things.
super observant
I'm
today.
I'm just in
That
the
looks
lead and walking down the hall.
9. Okay. So, this obviously is some form of enchanted water. Maybe it's some type of roll me initiative.
Oh God, son of a bitch! No, son of a bitch! You better fucking work. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Okay.
Okay. Plus 2. Okay. All right, that's not terrible.
Okay.
Terrible.
As you see the formation of this, as the water starts shaping into more like a humanoid form, and then coagulates into a ball with legs and then arms kind of including. It just uses its 4 limbs to keep circling around. As you know, this is a water elemental.
A water elemental?
Yes.
Okay.
Why would it be in the school is a thing that I should have this book open.
I assume it'd be a trap set to keep people out.
You walked this way before.
It's
Oh.
keeping
It's a
us-
test.
It's keeping
It's
us
a
away
test.
from something, maybe.
Yeah.
Dumbledore's testing us.
Yeah, you've walked. You've been here before because you've gone to Dumbledore's classes, and you've spoken with him, and it's
Wait, this is Thursday and it's 5 o'clock and we're going
Yeah.
to Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So
It's a
20
test.
and above.
There is some scheming afoot.
I feel like this might be a test by Dumbledore.
That's what I think.
20 above. No one got 20 or higher.
22 or
Okay.
21. Sorry.
There's
Favorite?
15 up.
19.
17.
Okay.
19.
So Sonya. Sorry.
17.
Okay. So Ferris, Sonya, Osiris,
Osiris and Jericho.
Jericho. What did you young ladies hit?
12.
Okay.
4.
Okay. So then is Neff, Water Elemental, and then bonus. Dean. Ferris, what do you do with?
I'm going to cast Aid from one of my 2 level 2 spell slots.
Okay.
And casting it on 3 creatures inside of 30 feet. I assume the party is inside of 30 feet.
Yes.
It's going to be on Neff, Osiris, and Jericho.
Neff,
So all 3 of them,
Osiris, Jericho.
their maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration, and the duration is 8 hours.
Yes.
So plus 5 temp HP until a day passes, and they get a D4 to their scores or just a
No,
HP?
it's
Okay.
it's just a flat buff.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Cool. As you grab your wand and cast your incantation on them, their HP increases. Your vitality goes up.
It's not even concentration either. It just
Yeah.
stays.
It's a
That's
good one.
awesome.
Okay. After that is Sonya. What do you do?
Did you say it was a humanoid?
It's an elemental. It just took the shape of a human before it collapsed into a ball of water.
No. We did True Strike and then Fireball, since fire and water don't really go together.
You want to use Tree Strike and then Firebolt.
Yes.
Okay.
See, Firebolt does some evaporation to it.
That would be nice.
9 to hit.
Total?
Oh. 9, what is it? What am I adding?
It's your spell attack. See on the front page towards the middle.
The one I used was 8.
12 attack bonus? 9.
Oh yeah.
15?
15 hits.
Okay. And then you firebolt, 1d10. Yeah, you look like a d10. 6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Firebolt. Okay, cool. Sorry. Nope. It's less. More damage than that. I'm doing math wrong. Okay, so as you shoot out your bolt of fire, it goes into it, and you saw that it hit, and some of the water evaporated, but then more water emerged and like engulfed the flame, and
Okay.
it's good damage. Anything else?
No.
Cantrip can. Okay. After her, it is Osiris. What should you do?
I'm gonna do an unarmed strike.
Okay.
And then a bonus attack with my knife.
Ah, okay.
Is he in range?
You need to move closer.
Yeah, I want to move up. Or I guess if I can I move behind?
Behind it? It is technically occupying all 4 of these squares, so you have to move through an enemy. It would get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, I want to do that.
It could grapple you. What's not?
It's a large creature. So
I understand.
Okay.
I'm just gonna attack it in the face.
Okay.
You can punch him in the face.
That's what you said you wanted.
That's
Like it
going
has
to
a
be
base.
It does have a base.
23.
23 hits.
Nice.
Oh.
That's good.
And that'll be 7 damage for the first one.
Okay.
Then I'll roll for the second attack. That is 25.
Damn.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll me damage.
And that'll be 7 more, so 14 total.
Does punching a water automatically do anything?
I mean, you
Yeah.
can find a
As
base
you
that
go
way.
and you hit it,
Punching water away from it.
so first you reach for a slam on your fist, and it feels like the water's kind of like dragging you in. You pull out as hard as you can, then you try punching it where the face would be, and again there's another like suction, like it slow down the hit and then try to absorb you, and then you pull out again. Jericho.
I'm gonna attack with my short sword.
Okay. Roll me to hit, and
Yeah. Okay. So my dice won't.
16 plus 5. 21.
21 hits. Roll me damage.
This is my dice hang on. Because I just rolled a couple of
Oh, 1d6. Where do we do that?
Yeah.
So 5, so 10. So, melee damage. So, it does 5.
5?
Five
Okay.
damage.
So, I noticed you rolled the second d6. Remember, your sneak attack is 2d6 now.
Oh, that's
So, roll one more d6 and then add that number on top of it.
8.
8 total. What was 8 right now? What was the total damage? Because you rolled 5. There's 1d6 for your short sword.
This
Plus
one
your
over here is going to be
dex.
your damage. This is just whenever you attack, you add 5 to the d20.
Yeah.
And this is the d6 plus 3, so it'll be a total of 6 on that.
Yeah.
So 6, and then what were the other 2 d6 that you rolled?
The other one was 1.
One was a 5, right?
Yeah, one was a 5.
The other was a 2.
Okay, so okay. Nope. Okay. So remember, it's your sword's a d6 damage plus your dexterity, and then because you are an ally is attacking it, you grant sneak attack, so you do 2d6 of damage additional.
Oh, okay.
So it's 3d6 plus 4, if that makes it easier for you. If not, then it's 1d6 of slashing, 2d6 of sneak attack plus 4 for dexterity. Blah blah blah. So you run up and just slash at it, and again, you like the momentum slows down as you're slashing to the water, and then it splashes on the stone wall next to you. You guys are doing really good damage, but it looks extremely healthy. Neff.
like to rage?
You motherfucker! Don't attack my friends!
It hasn't yet, but it's great. Love it. Okay, bonus action range. What do you do?
Alright. I grab my maul and I swing towards it and try to hit it as hard as I can.
All right, roll me an attack.
Okay. I have to do it with my other hand now, so this is gonna be interesting. Like what thing? I forget what my thing is. My modifier. Okay. Oh yeah, +5. 18.
18 hits. Roll me that magic.
Yay!
Roll me that magic.
3. 1, so 4 plus 3 plus 2. Yeah. 5, okay.
3
5.
is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9.
Yeah.
9 total?
9.
9.
A big hit, and you see the ripples from your hammer go all over it, and it just feels like you just hit very hard jello. And you pull it out, and like some of the water just splash on the floor and evaporates as well.
Just a quick question: does it go up to the ceiling?
No,
Like
not
how,
in this one.
about how tall would we say
It is 7 feet tall,
Good.
and we'll say that the ceiling would be close to 10.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a large creature.
I'm like, how wide?
How wide? He
He's
is.
occupying the entire space.
He would be almost 10 feet wide. It's like a giant ball.
Okay. I'm just seeing
That's
if I can
big.
jump over.
Oh, it's hard, but you can try. Technically, you have to jump over it +5 more feet, so it won't reach you.
We don't know how deep it is either.
Yeah. Okay.
You might land in it.
That's why I was
Water
asking.
elemental's turn.
I'll
So,
definitely get
What's
a
he
jump.
gonna do?
7
Move
feet vertical and 10
into
feet
you
wide.
guys.
Oh,
Oh,
son of a-
God.
So do we like immediately get engulfed in water?
You guys will have to try not to die.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I need Bone. No, sorry. Neff,
Jericho.
Osiris, and Jericho 2. Roll me strength saving throws.
Do I get to do my dexterity instead, or is that not?
It,
They
it's
have
strength
an
saving
8,
throw.
right?
right? Which is
Yeah, it's a strength
Aegis-
saving throw for.
It just
Okay.
gives a flat
Yeah.
HP buff.
That is.
That's it.
Yeah. So yeah.
5, so 13.
You actually you're raging. You have an advantage.
Oh, that's right.
13.
They're
So
seemingly
plus,
different.
That's
plus,
a
plus,
higher
plus,
number.
plus.
Oh,
Shit. Minus.
It's 13.
You have to roll again. You might have to roll again.
You stupid.
Oh.
And then
fuck.
my other one's being
Jericho,
stupid, so
why?
I gotta get new dice.
What did you get?
One.
I'm
Natural.
gonna be a dice.
Okay. That's a fail. What did you get?
I got 13 total.
Fail, unfortunately.
13.
All right. Everyone takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Armor class don't get
7
nothing.
points. Damn.
Yeah.
That's an
Oh,
angry
it's a
boy.
disability.
You don't
Alright,
die.
so-
That's
That
such an
was like
angry
a bad
boy.
throw.
Okay, and I'm gonna shoot D3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then an even.
Thank
Okay,
you for that.
so,
That's
both Osiris and Neff are considered grappled as you're inside of this elemental.
I know what I need to do now.
I've been grappled before. It's not fun.
It's not fun.
Who do they grapple?
Os-
Me and Osiris.
Yes.
Do we share it?
Yeah, you share it. As you both feel like the water is kind of constricting you right now and not letting you really move.
Awesome.
I can't.
Now what the fuck do I do? Sorry.
Yep. Okay. It is Bones' turn.
Oh yeah.
Bones, what do you do?
Well, if they're,
Put
can
that
I
there.
just
Is that okay?
check here? But if they're grappled and I do anything attack-wise, they get damage as well.
No. That was just the special ability that the magic carpet had.
Okay.
It's not a rule of thumb of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just check.
It's a very good question.
Quick
Yeah, I
question.
didn't want to
Yeah.
just.
Does
kill
my
my
disengage
friends.
get me out of grapples or no? Step of the wind.
I don't know.
Get ready.
Okay.
No, it would just let you move
I
through a
feel a
space
little
without an
beefed
attack
up, I'm
opportunity.
Okay, I
It
didn't
will
know.
not allow you to. No.
I was just making sure.
Yeah.
Because
To
it
a
says disengage, so I
yeah.
wasn't sure if that.
No, it's assumed to. You would have to do your own grapple check on your turn to move out either strength or dexterity to break free from it.
Okay.
But on your turn. Okay, so Bones, what'd you do?
I want to do True Strike and Chromatic Orb with Acid.
Okay.
Fuck.
All right, so you cast True Strike on it. Do
Yeah.
Chromatic Orb.
Just don't
You get an advantage on your attack.
Rolling for attack. 14.
Yeah, pick the 14, not the natural one.
Okay. And then I'm rolling the damage.
Yes,
The
which would be
3d8.
2d. Okay. Roll 2d8.
It's just 3d8.
Oh, 3d8. Sorry, of acid.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a d8.
sorry. 6.
The
6
number
Yeah,
of the
it is
beast.
6, that's awesome.
Okay.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. Okay, so as you shoot your orb, the sphere of acidity goes into it, and you see. Roll me an intelligence check.
16.
16. Okay.
My modifier is 0.
As you're noticing that a lot of these hits are not doing the sufficient damage that you've seen, includes this acid, as it you see that the water's kind of filtering it out, and the ball doesn't even get halfway through its core. It just, yeah. Unfortunately, Ferris.
Okay. Guiding bolt.
Okay.
Make a ranged spell attack against the target. So roll to hit.
Mhm.
That is 23.
That hits.
On a hit, the target takes 46 radiant damage.
Okay, that's a good thing to do. All right.
3, 1, 6. That's 11.
11 total. Okay. Ooh. Are you bloody? No, you're close though. So, is anything else you're gonna do?
No, that's my action. Nothing. I'm gonna prep Healing Word because it's a bonus action.
Okay. As you grab any spell, launch your heated up.
Flash of light streaks toward target creature. Yeah.
It hits it, and you see the inside of the water expand and glows, and then it shrinks. This one did a lot of damage to it.
Nice.
Sonya.
Oh, I should also mention in the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the target.
Okay, great.
So, yeah.
Good to know.
What kind of damage is it?
Radiant.
What was the his guiding
So
bolt?
what do you-
Guiding bolt.
Let me do True Strike
Okay.
and Thunder Wave
Okay.
Woohoo! To see if some people can get out of grapple.
You should be.
You're awesome.
This is gonna be loud.
Okay.
You're 300 feet loud.
300 feet loud.
Okay, so
Roll me a
Dumbledore's
attack
gonna
with
hear this
advantage.
one.
16 and 13. 16.
16 hits.
Okay, and then each creature in a 15 cube originating must take a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So that's all of us.
Yeah, each creature in a 15-foot cube.
15-foot cube, yes.
Okay.
Is that everybody?
That's
Probably.
everybody.
That's everybody here except for you guys. So
Okay.
Bones, Ferris, and Sonya don't, but everyone else needs to make a Constitution save,
Okay.
including this guy. What is
Well, it would be my Constitution, right?
no? Yeah. What's this?
I think you have to roll to confirm it. On a nat 1?
On a nat 1, do I roll to confirm?
No, that's only on attacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you just auto fail,
Okay.
Yay.
unfortunately.
Yay.
What is the Constitution save for?
I mean, I have
Oh, where would I find that?
proficiency in it,
Like
but
what?
I don't think it helps.
Finish the description of the card.
In Constitution?
make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
Okay. So, that includes everyone in that cube. So if you,
I rolled 20.
I rolled a natural one. I have proficiency with Constitution saving throws, so I have 2 and 2. Yeah, plus 1 is 4. 5.
5,
So,
okay.
yeah.
The DC is 13.
Oof.
What am I looking at 13 for?
What was the DC, sorry?
Oh, my spell save?
Yes.
Oh, I'm still
DC?
raging.
It's 14.
14.
Oh, fuck, I'm still
So unless
raging.
you guys got a 14, you fail the... You take the damage and are pushed 10 feet back.
You're not grappled.
Yep. And
Does
I
that
realized
count
I'm
if you
raging,
fail
so I didn't
Yeah.
need to
Even
take
if
the
you're grappled?
7.
Yeah.
I
Well,
passed, so
Is
I
it
mean,
4 or 3?
it failed. Roll me damage.
I failed 2d8.
That's gonna hurt.
That's
That's
a
okay.
10.
I'm so
Roll me a dexterity or an acrobatics or athletics check, just then.
Is it 8? No, that's not. Where the fuck is my 8?
Oof.
natural 1. So
Oh.
that's 5, 6, 7.
Okay, you're...
A 3 and a 7.
So that's
And
10.
10?
5.
Yeah. You take 10 damage.
I
Okay.
take 5.
You guys take 10 points of damage as well, and everyone's pushed 10 feet.
Well, my
When you
original
say
roll
you
was
guys,
a 20, right?
Yeah,
But
I'll let...
Not Ferris, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
still
we're
take
not
damage.
talking about
though.
you two.
Yeah.
It's,
think
it's,
the-
oh,
Not
it's half
me
damage
either, I
free.
thought.
No,
Okay.
not you. It's
So
just
5?
us that were.
I think it's half damage
Yeah.
free.
Look at that.
5, 2.
On a successful
So
creature
I'm
takes
back
half damage,
there
yeah.
too, where I thought I was to begin with. So that's
So
cool.
it's
Damn.
I'm good.
And
So
the
point
creature
away.
is...
I'm just more
bloodied.
mad. That's all.
So you're out of the grapple. You take 5 points of damage. Ferris takes 10. As you cast your thunderous wave and a...
Not fair.
Not
Wait,
Ferris,
How am I taking
Osiris.
10?
Yeah.
Oh,
Osiris.
sorry.
Jericho, right?
Jericho. Sorry.
'Cause
Apologize. Would you pass? What did you get?
I got a 19.
Then you take 5, not 10. Sorry, I don't know what. Apologize.
It's okay.
So 5, 5. Everyone takes 5.
I take
That's
5.
good.
Yeah.
And everyone's pushed back except for you that gets sucked out of the water, as the creature is definitely bloodied. So once you throw out your cacophony of thunderous sounds, and it echoes and almost deafens everyone in the hallway, it pushes everyone back 10 feet. You get sucked out of the water as you resist the force, and the electricity definitely goes through you guys, and sonic damage hurts you and just feels it in your chest for sure. It's bloodied, but
Yay.
sadly damaged some of your friends.
Yeah.
And
It's okay. It's better than being grappled.
It's okay, Sonya. I'm okay.
So are they all out of grapple now?
No, you're still
Blood
grappled.
just makes me angry. It's okay. I'm
Here
still
goes.
grappled?
Yes.
Yeah, you are still grappled.
But
Unfortunately.
I didn't get the thing.
Osiris. Yeah.
But Jericho and
Did
Osiris
it?
are out.
I'm gonna shoot it with.
Wait,
my-
what? Sorry. Sony just went, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Cyrus.
Yes.
Okay, making sure.
But
Alright.
Jericho's out of grapple, you said.
Jericho was never grappled to begin with.
Yeah, I was never grappled.
It was only
I was
that.
in there.
Osiris.
It
It
only
was
picks
us,
2
yeah.
people, and
Okay,
I rolled
sorry.
randomly to pick them. But yeah, it's a good question. Okay.
Alright, but I'm gonna shoot it with my longbow.
All right. As you pull out your longbow, shoot.
That is a
Natural
1.
1, so 7.
Roll me to confirm the 1. Shit, this battle's going south.
Yep.
Okay, you did not hurt yourself, but you just straight up missed. As you shoot your arrow and it goes into the glob of water and just kind of floats in there. And you're like, damn it, this is not knotted correctly.
And then for my bonus action, can I shoot another one or?
No, the only
That's
new
only
bonus
for
actions
unarmed.
aren't. Yeah.
All right, yeah. In that case, then I will just be like, man, this water's stupid. That's
As an insult towards the water elemental, definitely hurting its feelings. It's sensitive. Jericho.
it's almost like it's crying, but we can't tell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
move
where
back
the
a little
water's
bit.
not.
Okay.
Aw.
You know, retreating would be an attack of opportunity unless you disengage.
Disengage.
Which you have cunning action, which allows you to do as a bonus. Just explain to you how far do you want to go back.
Just give me right over here.
Okay. So you disengage. Using your cunning action to disengage, no attack opportunity. So that's your bonus action. What else do you do? But movement and attack. Movement and action, which probably should attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my short bow out and I'm gonna shoot too.
Okay. There is an ally occupying its square, so you get sneak attack. So roll me to hit. If you hit, you
4.
4 total.
Oh. Let me see.
Short bow plus 5.
5, so 9.
9 fortunately misses.
Well, he's rolling with advantage. Does he get a second?
No,
Oh, because of the radiant
Yeah,
light.
because of the radiance.
I thought it was only you.
It said anybody in that round, right?
And the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. So everyone attacking the water elemental has advantage.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
So that
My bad.
grants you an advantage as well.
Should I try again?
Yeah, roll again.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Roll again.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's just face saying, "Hey, we did what was what
can't-
needed to be done."
He can't do
I
anything
don't like
with
you
it.
anymore.
Yeah.
That's
Jail
jail.
it.
Jail.
I
It's
should
the
have
only
just
one I
buy.
got
I'll get
out right
mine
now.
out.
Should I just buy a bigger jail
Buy
cell?
more jails.
Buy more jails.
You know,
Let's get
you have
all
3D
that
printer
rolls
at
out.
work. Maybe I can print some.
The 3D printer at work? Can I use it? What did you get total?
16.
16 hits. Okay.
Nice.
You hit and you do sneak attack damage.
So
So
2d6s.
yeah.
4.
Could
And
do
a
like
3.
D20s.
So-
where
so
the
that's
20
7
is
for the
like
sneak attack,
dividing
and then roll me
conquer
the
Oh,
bow.
that'd be cool.
6 plus, so 11 for the bow.
11, so 18 total.
She's still grappled.
I'm grappled. I have to break the grapple. I'm sorry. It's okay.
So
It's my
you shoot your
fault.
bow and it's a hard hit, but it doesn't have any like organs or any weak points that you can find. And again, it feels like the arrow just hit it hard and then just kind of slowed down and went to the bottom. Okay, so it's Jericho. No.
I'm gonna try and get out grapple.
Okay,
I'm
roll
still
me
pissed.
acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
And remember, if you're raging,
Son of a
Disadvantage,
yeah,
right?
you have advantage on it.
You can roll again.
I'm good with rolling again. I just want to
Okay.
make sure I got my stuff where I can see it. Oh, that's so much better. That's a 19.
All right, you
With,
break free.
stuff,
You're no
yeah.
longer grappled.
With stuff.
That will, yeah, that will take your movement action though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm still pissed off. I won't beat it
All right.
with
good.
my ball.
Okay, roll me an attack.
Motherfucker!
Because if you didn't attack this round, it'd be.
Yeah. Okay, that's 11. That
Does she
wasn't
get
11.
the advantage on the attack
Plus
against
5,
It's until
so
my next turn.
16.
16
Roll
hits.
again.
Roll again just to see if you get a nat 20.
Okay.
But you
That'd be
definitely hit.
That would be great. No.
Okay, roll me damage.
Same thing.
Okay. Ow. 4, 6, so 10, plus 5, so 15.
15.
You pissed me off!
Alright, it's definitely weakened as your hammer just goes right through it and you see a lot of water splash on the ground and it just evaporates as well. But again, you feel that a lot of the blow was softened by the water. Alright, water elemental's turn. As it sees you, and gonna try to hit you with the slam attack.
Okay.
That is 18.
Yeah, that hits.
And then that is 21.
Okay, that hits too.
Alright. So, good. 18 points of damage.
I'm going to reaction healing word here.
Half.
Okay, so half. Okay.
So reaction healing word 1d4 plus spellcasting ability modifier, which is plus 5. So that's a 3. Heal for 8.
Okay, so I actually just took 1 point of damage. So.
As the water hits you and you resist it, and then the healing word cantrip is healing the rest of your body. It knocked the wind out of you, and then just tried to choke you with water, but the healing word helped
Yeah.
In addition to just your natural resistance to the damage.
Motherfucker! Thank you, Ferris.
Got you, Ferris. Thank you. Okay, Bones.
Okay, so I can do cantrip and one of my
Yes.
spells. Okay.
Yes.
So I want to do first the web spell,
Okay.
which will trap it from moving. It says you conjure the mask of a web. It fills a 20-foot cube, so I don't know if that's
What's the
big
range?
enough.
Does it start from you?
60 feet.
Okay, so you can choose here and then continue it.
It
Okay.
says webs are difficult. They lightly obscure the area. If the webs aren't anchored between two solid masses such as walls or trees or layered across a floor, then the conjured web collapses. So the spell ends at the start of your next turn. But you can layer them over a flat surface to have a depth of 5 feet. I don't know if that structurally can either make a wall or if I'm trying to make a net.
It's 10 feet, so it's gonna angle this way.
Okay.
So does it
It
just
says-
grapple?
A creature that starts its turn in the webs or enters them during the turn must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains until it breaks free.
Okay. Alright, so on the start of its turn, right? Okay, so you casted your web and then all this terrain is now a flood of webs.
And I wanted to do a cantrip too.
As well as up to here. And all this is full of webs. Did you start it? So you're slightly out of this range. Okay. Because you did it on its square. Okay, cool. And you're no longer up, so you're not occupying the same square. And what is the cantrip?
Firebolt.
Alright.
Insignio.
Insignio. Roll me an attack.
15.
Okay, that hits.
And
Roll me damage. Roll me your d10 of damage.
D10.
Oh, these d10.
It's one of those. It's like that.
Oh, yeah. 3 of fire damage.
Okay. It's a good hit. As you casted your, you threw out a ball of web that trailed over and then exploded all Spider-Man style. And then as soon as it hit the water elemental, you threw out a bolt of fire and hit it, and it singed part of its water out. Okay. Ferris.
Oh, can I say one thing?
Yes, of course.
Moist bitch.
Nice. Okay.
Sacred Flame.
All right.
So Sacred Flame. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay. Is it a cone? Is it?
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range.
Okay.
60 feet.
6 feet. All right. Cool. What's the DC? Oh my god. I got a
Spell save DC is 13.
Yep. That's 5.
Okay, so that's a definite hit.
Yes, that hit for sure.
1d8. That's a 5. It's better than half.
Yes.
Sacred Flame.
Okay. So that's radiant damage.
Yes.
So as soon as you shoot out your bolt, it hits it again. The same light goes in and expands, and it's still kicking. It's very weak though, as the watermelon. It's not attaching, so you see limbs kind of like fall on the ground. The water kind of absorbs and it just starts collapsing in the water, and the ball is maybe like 5 feet tall now, as it keeps shrinking down every time you do damage to it.
It's weak to radiant damage, guys.
Sonya.
And then do True Strike.
Okay. You cast True Strike on it, get yourself an advantage.
And Magic Missile.
All right, roll me damage.
Uh.
So Magic Missile just automatically hits as long as you see it.
Yes,
Burning Hands is fire.
1d4 plus 1.
So you do 3 of those.
3. Wait.
4.
4.
So 8 again. 8, 9, 10,
7.
11. Okay, so 11 total damage.
Yes.
And that is Magic Missile. So that is It is very weak as you shoot 3 missiles and you just goes right through him and then disappears. But it's still kicking. Oh, it's barely kicking, but it's kicking. Osiris.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna unarmed strike it.
Okay. So you put your ball on your back, run up to it.
9.
9 misses, unfortunately.
Do we still have the?
Nope, that ended
Okay.
at the start of my turn.
And then I will do flurry of blows.
Okay, use your key point to use Flurry of Blows. Alright. Remember 2 attacks.
There we go. 9. Actually, that's 22.
That hits. Roll me again.
And that is 8.
I'm sorry, it's only 1 hit, but still a hit.
Better than no hits.
Yeah.
5.
5. I'm sorry, Sola. As you run up and then just roundhouse kick it, try to hit it twice with your fist, but only 1 connected. Okay. Jericho.
Shoot with an arrow.
Alright. Roll me to hit. Should be in the middle.
So 11?
11. I'm sorry, this is. As you knot your arrow, try not to hit your friend that's kicking and flurrying around, and the arrow hits it, but just does not have enough momentum to go through. And just arrow falls on the ground, unfortunately.
Neff, you got this.
Neff!
Yeah!
Smack him with my hammer.
I'm so mad at you! Just die already! I just realized I've been cussing and Dumbledore's probably watching. I'm pissed! Oh, fuck. Okay.
You get advantage though, right? Because you're raging?
No. Well,
She can grant herself
13.
advantage if she wants to.
Yes, reckless. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Reckless.
Alright, reckless attack.
Reckless attack.
Roll me
Yeah.
again.
That's much better. That is a 16 plus 5, so 21.
That hits. Roll me damage.
Yeah. You gonna hurt and you gonna die, you motherfucker.
we're going to
I
learn
mean,
the
you
meaning of
bad
pain.
person, you. 4 plus 2
Dry you up.
plus 5, so 4 plus 2 is 6, 5, 11. Damn it!
I'll grant you that one last time. So, as you run up to it, unintelligibly cursing out loud, you think you heard the word Dumbledore somewhere in there, and then more curse words, as this furious badger just slams with its hammer, and the water just, all Moses style, gets cut in half, and then the water tries to reform, but it just goes into water, and now the whole floor is flooded with water. Well, not flooded. It's more like a foot of water, but the whole hallway's flooded with water.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's what I told you!
So,
You
we
see,
found out
it would have had a
that
dex
punches are
saving
not
throw.
effective against water.
So, what you guys
But
learned,
barbarians
for sure,
are.
very unfortunately, only 2 spells that hit it were doing 2 types of damage. Were doing damage that was not being resisted.
Fire?
Radiant.
Yeah, apparently it has no immunities or resistances to fire. It has resistance to acid. Very specifically, only acid, and any non-magical attacks. So the fire hurt it more than acid. Go figure.
What about lightning? Does lightning count as radiant?
No, it's lightning damage.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's not immune or... Well, sorry, it is immune to poison. And very additional fortune, it's also immune to being grappled. So your web actually didn't do much. That's what the intelligence check was trying to figure out. But
Did I not get high enough on that? It was basically it was
Yeah,
working
it was
with
just,
any
yeah.
of this
Oh,
stuff.
So-
here's your grapple card.
thank you.
I don't want that no more.
Yeah. As there's definitely a loud array of footsteps just like running towards you guys from the thunder sound.
From behind or in front of us?
In front, as you see Dumbledore just open the door, one at the ready, a net full of webs that's still casting, the whole water flooded, you
And
guys
then us.
soaking wet.
And I'm still raging.
And then your Hufflepuff beard.
I'm gonna stop raging. I'm gonna stop. Hi, Dumbledore.
He looks at you guys. What happened?
What?
We can't hear. Thunder.
Okay.
I'm like wringing out like all my stuff and picking up my arrows that
Okay.
are on the ground.
Because it didn't have matter, I'll say that you guys pick up the arrows that you used up. Also, Ferris, for the next.
Oh God. I thought that was the result of it. That's
No.
what?
For the next 2 hours, your charisma goes down by 6 points.
Oh,
What?
You're not
Damn.
charismatic.
Your
So,
constitution increases by
Somebody's
5
grumpy.
though.
Somebody
For the next
doesn't
2
need to put
hours.
So many. Look,
Charisma goes down by 6 points. I'm at 7 charisma.
You don't need charisma.
But you got 5 on
yeah.
Constitution.
For the next 2 hours.
Okay.
just
I'll
read
put it
this
next to
one.
it.
Yeah. So.
It was.
What?
You're ruder, more aggravated. Things are just pissing you off. You have no filters. Your angst is increased tenfold, but also
God, I'm an edgelord.
yeah.
Oh, great.
But also you're very tough right now. Very immune to a lot.
I just come up to behind him and I'm like, well, that could have gone worse, right?
Could have gone fucking better, okay?
I feel really strong.
Well, that's true too.
Not charismatic.
As
Withdrawals.
with that happening, you also see that more teachers come by, including your Dippin comes over.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Also one at the ready, kind of. Well, sorry, staff, since that's what he has. He kind of. No, he has one. Sorry, it's Glati that has the staff. She comes over, kind of like behind. Stop walking so fast. And looks at you guys as you're letting go of your spells and everything. Just looks at you very disappointed and just leaves. Does not bother. You see that the Defense Against the Dark Arts professor, she's just looking at everyone, very confused, and also leaves.
Can I look at Dumbledore and be like, what did you do?
Is this your doing?
Just scratches his beard and like pulls on his hair a little bit. You run perception, everyone, really quickly at the end. 18. Okay, that's a pass.
19.
13.
Okay.
16.
Pass.
Should be 20.
5.
So, this edge of the table, as you guys are walking, you see that your Professor Against the Dark Arts teacher just drops a scroll very intently and then just keeps walking.
I'm gonna move to go and pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still just like,
I
why
wanna
would
be
you
like,
do
what
this?
was that?
Like,
Well,
where were you? Like,
I mean,
why'd
I'm
you
a
come
lot
at the end?
I'm kind of the first one.
What happened to you? Why are you soaking wet? Why is there a web spell being casted in my hallways? What happened?
There was a water elemental.
First there wasn't water, and then it was everywhere.
And it was attacking us. What were we supposed to do?
I'm blaming this all on Dumbledore.
As you grab the scroll, it when you open it, it's in a weird language. The only thing you see on top is says to Dumbledore, and it's in a weird language you've never seen.
Do I know this one?
Sorry, you've seen it before, but you don't know what it says.
Do we know what language it is?
I mean, if it says to Dumbledore, I think the right thing to do is take it to Dumbledore. I mean, if
no
it's
one would hurt if we took a little peek.
Which one?
you never know.
Which one dropped the scroll? I thought Dumbledore did.
Yeah.
No,
No.
they said Defense Against the Dark
Oh,
Arts, right?
okay.
She dropped it, and it's addressed to Dumbledore.
I'm gonna walk over to Dumbledore and be like, I believe this is meant for you.
You just have a habit of keeping water elementals in your hallways?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
There shouldn't be any elementals in the school grounds.
If I had known that Hogwarts was enchanted with freaking water elementals, I'd have stayed back in America, okay?
I didn't bring my scuba gear.
Slightly chuckles, eyeing you a little bit, and then reads it. That's depressing.
Bad news?
Yeah.
I always like a dark story.
Oh, jeez.
Looks like we're being challenged.
What?
Challenged to what?
A little bit more of a warning.
Uh-oh.
The Driders came, now the Centaurs.
Oh, no.
I know him very well, so let's discuss this in my office.
Yes, sir.
And that's where we're going to end the game.
Okay. I can't wait to say what he says.
Yeah. So, yeah.
By the way, after I quit raging, I quickly tucked my maul into my bag of
you can choose to end your rage if you want prematurely. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're not a berserker, so
yeah.
you're fine.
No. I'm good.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, we're affiliated. Whatever the fuck that means.
Woo!
You can sub to us.
Yeah.
You can drop a like button and ring that doorbell.
Bing bong.
Ding dong. As always, these episodes will be edited and put it at YouTube/Dream Production. I don't know fucking
If
remember
we're
YouTube.
affiliated, can't we just clip the entire session and put it in our clips?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I can do that now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As always, Walnut the ready.
Later, guys.
Bye.